The following is a live sports presentation on Glycon.
Glycon's coverage of Central Kentucky high school football starts now.
And welcome in as you look live at Bourbon County High School field here in Paris, Kentucky. We're looking forward to the Class 3A playoff game between the visitors from Fleming County and the home team, Bourbon County. And our expert analyst, Bill Powell, a former coach himself, is here to help us describe the action tonight. Bill, this game comes down to Bourbon County's got the home field advantage. They've looked good this year, yet Fleming County's pretty dangerous offensively. They can put points on the board.
Absolutely. When you look at that, they've averaged, 34 points a game, and I'm sure they'd love to have 34 points a game against this defense tonight, but we'll have to see if that happens. But the problem, of course, has been defensively, and they've given up more than 34 points a game. So we'll have to see how this plays out.
As far as Bourbon County and their first-year head coach, Tyquan Rice, is concerned, Bourbon has won 8 out of 9 ball games, and they have averaged 36 points offensively and given up only 13 points a game defensively. So that should work in their favor if statistics mean anything.
Sure, and of course, you know what they say about statistics, and I won't say that since we're on the radio, but their only loss this year was to Lloyd Memorial, and that was 3 weeks ago, and that was to 22-20, I think, was the score of that game, and I think Lloyd Memorial's, is ranked number 1 or number 2 in 3A, so not a bad loss there. So they've really put together a really nice season.
The quarterbacks here that we have to look at tonight, we've got a sophomore, Jet Martin, for Fleming County, and then we have Malachi Rennie for Bourbon County. And Malachi is a great runner and passer. And as far as Jet Martin, their coach, Bill Spencer's very high on his ability running that offense. So what do you think with the quarterback matchup?
Well, two good athletes for sure on both teams. You look at Jet Martin, and he is responsible for 2,000 yards of offense through the air. And then, of course, he's ran for nearly 700 yards himself. And he's not to be too much outdone, but Malachi Rennie on his part has gained nearly 2,000 yards when you combine his throwing and his running game. So we've got two talented quarterbacks in the game tonight.
Thankfully, the weather is cooperating. We've had a lot of storms and rain in central Kentucky throughout this Friday, but it's cleared off. I don't say it's a beautiful evening, but it's turned into a nice fall evening, temperature in the high 50s. And let's take a look at weather forecast presented by Suntime Pools and Spas. Good people to know if you have a pool. And let's take a look at what that weather forecast is. About 58 degrees and no rain. The clouds have cleared out. We should be in good shape for the 4 quarters of football that we're about to see. Again, it's the Class 3A Kentucky High School Athletic Association first-round playoffs. Bourbon County here hosting Fleming County. We'll be back with more on Glycod coming up after this.
Leaves and other dirt and grime are no match against the experts at Suntime Pools, your BioGuard dealer. Weekly service, computerized water testing, or just need advice. Our reputation has made us the company of choice for all your pool needs. Visit us today for a full line of BioGuard swimming pool products. Suntime Pools.
Hey, who turned out the lights? Hello?
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
You're struggling with something at school. Sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. Get started by finding the program that works for you at bluegrass.kctcs.edu. Bluegrass Community and Technical College. College for your world.
Carl Nathy here with Fleming County Panther head coach Bill Spencer, about to take on Bourbon County in the playoffs. Coach, you're coming off a 6-4 season, and you're heading now into the playoffs and looking for your first opening round playoff win in about 3 years. How's this season gone for you?
Well, it's been a little up and down, to be honest with you. You know, we came off of a rough season last year where we didn't make the playoffs for the first time in quite a while. So we really had to kind of reaffirm who we are and get back to work in the off season to make some improvements, and proud of our kids for making improvements in the regular season and getting us back in the playoffs.
Last 2 games, your offense has been on fire. You had a 57-36 win over Bath County. That was a home game for you. And then last Friday night, Fleming County 53 at Floyd Central 52. So the offense has been cranking. What about it? Who leads your offense?
Jet Martin is our quarterback. He's a sophomore for us. He's done a really good job for us this year. He finished up the season with a little over 2,000 yards combined, right at a little over 1,500 yards passing, and right at 700 yards rushing, and 34 touchdowns combined. So he had a really good year for us as a sophomore and a first-year starter.
Very good. Now, what about defensively? In addition to that, some other offensive players you've got. I know you've got some people that can carry the ball and catch the ball, and we'll get to those as the game moves on. But as far as defensively, I guess you need to tighten things up a bit, but you've had good interior line play from Mickey Derman and Garrett Hamilton, among others.
You mentioned our offense has really been clicking the last few weeks, and it's a good thing because our defense hasn't. So we've got to get back to tackling better and playing better on defense if we want to win a big ball game against Bourbon County. But yeah, you mentioned Mikey Derman plays a defensive end for us, has done a good job for us. Garrett Hamilton and Caleb McIntyre are 2 inside linebackers. They've led us in tackles and had pretty good years. John Hickerson was a defensive lineman that was having a really good year for us, missed some games. He came back last week. He got to play, so we're glad to have him back.
I wanted to talk to you about yourself a little bit. You have a long history. This is your 26th year overall at Fleming County. You were an assistant for 10 years, been the head coach now in your 16th year. You have a winning record, and before you got all that, you played at West Carter and then collegiately at Morehead State. So football's a huge part of your life.
Yes, it has been. Football's been very good to me. It started at a young age of playing, and then going into being, into my career, and I've really enjoy getting to coach the game that I love and see kids develop and grow in it.
Well, Coach Bill Spencer, the Fleming County Panthers, we wish you all the best tonight in your game at Bourbon County in the playoffs. And we'll continue on Glycod right after this.
No one college can be all things to all people. But Bluegrass Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt affordable. Flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
Drive with the confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
You have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
With Fast Signs, create custom deep sea signage that makes the wait a visual escape. Fast Signs, make your statement.
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Welcome back in here at Bourbon County High School. Carl Nathy, along with Bill Powell, our expert analyst, and want to show you that the winner of tonight's game between Bourbon County and Fleming County already knows who their opponent's going to be, because some of those playoff games were moved up from Friday to Thursday because of weather concerns and other factors. And Russell really put it to Carroll County 48-0. So the winner of this game will be traveling to Russell for that second round game. And Russell's got it going pretty good, don't they, Bill?
They've got a good football tradition there at Russell. And so, you would expect them to be in the mix here. They've got a nice squad.
But that's after tonight, and somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose tonight. First, let's talk now about tonight's Keys to the Game, presented by Martin's Peterbilt of Central Kentucky. Martin's Peterbilt will strive to keep your trucks moving through outstanding parts availability and unmatched service. So, Bill, your keys to the game first for the visitors from Fleming County.
Well, I think talking with Coach Spencer, one of the things that they want to do is secure the ball. They just cannot afford to turn it over. They've given up a lot of points, as you mentioned earlier. So, obviously, they're going to have to keep the ball in control. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's something I think every coach going into every game wants to do, but it's certainly very important. And then the third thing is maybe just play with some confidence. You know, on paper, they don't really match up that well with Bourbon County. Bourbon's got a lot of athletes. They've had a really good team this year and a good record to show with that. And so I think this Fleming County squad has to come in. I think a key will be if they can stay close early and maybe get a couple of breaks and then they're high school kids think, hey, we've got a shot. We can win this. So I think play with confidence is a big factor for them.
All right, Bill, that's your comments on Bill Spencer's Fleming County Panthers. He's in his 16th year as head coach. How about the keys to the game for the home team, the Bourbon County Colonels?
Well, of course, you alluded to Jet Martin earlier, and he's the playmaker for Fleming County quarterback. He runs, he throws. He's been responsible for over 2,000 yards of total offense this year, and so they're going to want to put, number one, keep pressure on him. Know where he's at all times, where they put a spy out there to control his running game, and we'll put pressure on him to pressure him into throwing some passes that will not be good for them. And then I think limit interceptions. Last week, Bourbon County, they threw for 4 interceptions, and which I think they've only thrown for 10 on the year, so that was a rough game there. And then just don't give up the big play.
All right. Well, that's a good analysis for Bourbon County. I'd say that most of the football fans across Central Kentucky, or the so-called experts, would give the edge to Bourbon County, but that's why you play the game. You got to play it on the field, not on paper.
You just don't know. That's exactly right. You're dealing with teenage boys here, so you just got to kick it off and see what happens.
All right, this broadcast is copyrighted by the Kentucky High School Athletic Association for the private use of our audience. The use of pictures, videos, and audio without the expressed written permission of the KHSAA and GlyCod are prohibited. And we're going to continue with more here on our pregame comments before the big game. First round in the 3A playoffs here in Central Kentucky, as it is the Bourbon County Colonels hosting the Fleming County Panthers. Back with more on GlyCod.
Tired of secondhand smoke and vape clouds invading your space? Now's the time to make your voice heard. If you're 18 or older and live in Bourbon County, visit poll.bourboncohd.org and fill out an indoor air quality survey. Or call this local number to request a paper copy. In addition, you can enter separately to win one of 3 $100 Amazon gift cards. Help us reach our goal of 1,000 responses. Submit yours today. A message from the Bourbon County Health Department. Grow healthy, stay healthy.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
A new year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Magnesium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Magnesium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Magnesium, we're changing lives through math.
Proudly based in Jessamine County, R.J. Corman Railroad Group has been serving North America's railroad industry since 1973. Find out more by visiting rjcorman.com. For high-quality railroad service, it's R.J. Corman.
New recruit? Take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Need a tow? Martin's Peterbilt Towing Service is here 24/7. Based in London and Pikeville, we will travel to you. Commercial trucks and trailers, no job too big. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
We're here with head coach Tyquan Rice of the Bourbon County Colonels in his first season at Bourbon County. Team coming into the ball game with an 8-1 record. First of all, let's get into your background a little bit. This is your fifth year overall as a head coach, as I understand it. You're a graduate of and a former player at Paris High School, and that's where you coached the last 4 years. So you're just right down the road, right in the same county.
Yes, yeah, we're 2 miles apart.
You were a winning coach there. The opportunity presented itself at Bourbon County. Take us from there.
Born and raised here. Played at Paris, coached at Paris. You know, change is a good thing. Change is inevitable. And, you know, I guess from a professional coaching standpoint, you know, it was time to change and get on a little bigger platform. And, you know, I'm very thankful for all the things that, you know, I've been able to do for Paris and that, you know, Paris High School has done for me. And like I said, the opportunity presented itself, and I think it was just time for a change.
Well, first year, 8 wins and 1 loss. You started out with a narrow victory over West Jessamine, and then after that, got on a roll, and the only loss that you had was Friday, October 3rd at Lloyd Memorial. Now, tell us about that ball game. Not to dwell on that, but 22-20, otherwise you'd have a perfect slate.
Yeah, sure. You know, first and foremost, going back to West Jessamine, man, I think we had a lot of, you know, jitters and kind of first game, you know, ants in your pants, as they call it. You know, then we had 4 guys still out, some due to injury, some due to ineligibility, you know, and so that was a great way to start the year off. You know, a win is a win, just like a loss is a loss. So we go forward 5 or 6 games to Lloyd Memorial, and we knew that was going to be a hard-fought game. You know, and unfortunately, you know, I like to call it hit in the mouth. You know, you can't wait to get hit in the mouth to respond, and that's something since Lloyd Memorial we've tried to really nip in the bud. You know, we played really bad football for 3 quarters, and that 4th quarter ticked, and, you know, a couple of our leaders just said, hey, guys, like, it's now or never, put up or shut up. And, you know, we eventually scored 3 times in that 4th quarter. And, you know, it came down to the wire. You know what I'm saying? You know, it was a tough game on the road. You know, some calls going this way, some calls going that way. But ultimately, you know, we had a couple blown coverages that really, you know, kind of sealed the fate of the game, you know. And just like Lloyd, there were a couple passes that Lloyd didn't connect on that they should have, and I think on any other day they would have connected. They could have blew the doors off the hinges. And then, you know, we gave up 3 touchdowns, just blown assignment, you know, that it's uncharacteristic of our secondary. And so I'd love to get that game back, but, you know, we move forward and we try to go from here.
Well, you did come back with a 50-9 victory over Carroll County, and then last week 47-7 at Pendleton County. Malachi Rennie, he runs your offense, and he's combined, if I'm adding it up right, for darn near close to 2,000 yards passing and rushing the ball. Is he your leader?
100%. 100%. You know, you can't duplicate what he does. He is just a soft-spoken leader. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't do a lot of talking. He gets out there on the field and shows you what a leader is.
Now, what about defensively for you? You've got what kind of a defensive operation do you have?
You know, we kind of switch it up just depending on who we're playing, and we're kind of versatile, you know, in that aspect. And so it allows us to run some different things. One week we'll go in a 4-2-5. The next week we might be in a 4-4. You know, it just really depends on who we're going to see.
Well, Coach, Tyquan Rice, first year at Bourbon County. Wish we had more time, but good luck out there on the field tonight as you host Fleming County Panthers. And this is your first playoff game as the head coach of Bourbon County. Good luck to you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And we'll be back with more after this on Glycod.
Let's get real. We offer a lot of the same courses you'll find at a 4-year college. But with our small classes and personal attention, you won't get lost in the crowd. College for the real world. College for your world.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
Need a tow? Martin's Peterbilt Towing Service is here 24/7. Based in London and Pikeville, we will travel to you. Commercial trucks and trailers, no job too big. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
Tired of secondhand smoke and vape clouds invading your space? Now's the time to make your voice heard. If you're 18 or older and live in Bourbon County, visit poll.bourboncohd.org and fill out an indoor air quality survey. Or call this local number to request a paper copy. In addition, you can enter separately to win one of 3 $100 Amazon gift cards. Help us reach our goal of 1,000 responses. Submit yours today. A message from the Bourbon County Health Department. Grow healthy, stay healthy.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Carl Nathy alongside our producer Scott Moore and our expert analyst Bill Powell for tonight's 3A playoff game between the hosting Bourbon County Colonels and the visitors from Fleming County, the Panthers. Let's talk about the Panthers and their game plan, built by Elite Building Products in Nicholasville, the right decision for your home. Bill?
Well, just to be blunt, I think Fleming County needs it's really important they control the time of possession. They just want to limit the touches for Bourbon County and just don't give them a lot of opportunities to score. On the Bourbon County side of the ball, they are the stronger team on paper, and they've just got to stay focused, play on both sides of the ball, and just not overlook this Fleming County squad.
Very good. Well said. And also tonight, as we look at the captains meeting out at midfield, this is the KHSAA 3A playoff game between Bourbon County and Fleming County. Fleming County in the white uniforms, and they are going to receive the kickoff. Fleming County will receive, and we'll take another timeout right here on Glycod.
We're here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
Tired of secondhand smoke and vape clouds invading your space? Now's the time to make your voice heard. If you're 18 or older and live in Bourbon County, visit poll.bourboncohd.org and fill out an indoor air quality survey. Or call this local number to request a paper copy. In addition, you can enter separately to win one of 3 $100 Amazon gift cards. Help us reach our goal of 1,000 responses. Submit yours today. A message from the Bourbon County Health Department. Grow healthy, stay healthy.
From Glycod, it's Central Kentucky High School football. Tonight's game is brought to you by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. College for your world. Manowar Harley-Davidson, 100% Kentucky owned and operated. IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. New Vista. We see the good ahead. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling. Elite Building Products in Nicholasville, where you'll find top quality products for your home. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. Suntime Pools and Spas, good people to know if you have a pool. And by Fast Signs. Now to the field for all the action from Glycod on Central Kentucky High School football.
With you along with Bill Powell, and we are getting ready for kickoff. The Bourbon County Colonels came out. The crowd is building here after a wet day in Central Kentucky, and right here in Bourbon County, fans are starting to file into the stadium. And the visitors from Fleming County have some of their supporters also, some of them at the end of the field. And we look forward to a good ball game as Fleming County will receive the opening kickoff from Bourbon County. The game features 6-4 Fleming County, back in the playoffs this year after missing out last year, and Bourbon County under their first-year head coach Tyquan Rice, 8-1, and really a strong team. Their only loss, a 2-1 to Lloyd Memorial up in Erlanger, Kentucky, a couple of weeks ago. So here they are. The kickoff will come from Bourbon County. And the kick will be a freshman, their kicker, in the person of number 17, Silas McKinney. Short kick fielded by Fleming County. There's the run back, a host of Bourbon tacklers on the play.
You know, the kickoff just went about 25 yards or 30 yards there and couldn't really set up a return on that. Nice coverage, spread the field on that Bourbon County coverage team, so nice job to start the game.
See, will be Fleming County in offense as we open up, and their quarterback, Jet Martin. Again, both of these quarterbacks running and passing combined for some 2,000 yards apiece of total yardage thus far. Fleming County, according to their coach, Bill Spencer, likes to run the spread offense, so we'll look out for that. And in the backfield, we expect to see a lot of Caleb McIntyre, number 9, number 6, your quarterback, Jet Martin on 1st and 10. And he is going to be sacked. Bourbon County's defense getting in there on him. And it looked like for Bourbon County, that might have been one of the linebackers, but they had a host of tacklers. That front four, Coach Rice very high on the group. Dantes Hawker, King Lee, Junior Martin, Lucas Coleman, and also we'll see a lot of Leo Pfister into the ball game tonight. Pfister, number 65. Brings up 2nd and long, 2nd and about 17 right now. Pass in the flat, caught. Fleming County on the reception. That's Blake Everidge, who's the H-back. Came out of the backfield and caught it in the flat, Bill.
Yeah, a nice little play right there. They had trips out to the left, and they sent their back out on a little flare pattern and tried to give him the ball in space, and he's obviously got some speed there, so it was nice play calling there.
We turned it from a 2nd and about 17 to about a 3rd and 7 now as they have the ball on the 38-yard line. The Fleming County Panthers are in the white uniforms. Bourbon County Colonels are in the dark uniforms as you watch here on Glycod. Fake, and the runner, the quarterback, Jet Martin, keeps it. Doesn't fool too many people on that Bourbon County defense.
No, it looked like he was going to do a little end around there, but he kept the ball on a little, not quite bootleg action, but the Bourbon County defense was not fooled. They stayed home.
Lucas Coleman, the primary tackler, no gain on the play. It's 4th down, and so it'll bring up a punt. Fleming County's punter and all-purpose kick man for kickoffs, punts, extra points, field goals is number 21, Carter Smith. And we anticipate him being in punt formation, and indeed he is. So Bourbon County going to get pretty good field position here. The kick is low and angling toward the sideline. It'll bounce out of bounds to the vicinity of the 35-yard line. Back there to return for Bourbon County was number 21 in the person of Fred Carson, who is back in the return game. He has battled a little bit injuries this year, but he's back healthy and playing in this ball game. So the spot will be at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for Bourbon County, their first offensive possession. And look at their great quarterback for Bourbon County in the person of Malachi Rennie, closing in on 2,000 yards total offense for the year. Here it is, 1st and 10, 35. On the handoff for Bourbon County, on the carry.
Little off-tackle play there on the left side of the line. A good surge from that line, if it's any indication there from the Bourbon County line.
Tanner Lutz carried the rock and picked up 4 yards. 2nd and 6 at the 39 for the Colonels. This time a sweep, and running for Bourbon County, Jacob Ezel. Didn't fool too many people on that Fleming County defense, Bill.
No, it did a really nice job there in the defense. They had twins out here to the right side and then brought another blocker and tried to turn the corner on him, but they had the numbers out there. Fleming County did not bite, and a couple of guys did a really good job on contain there.
No gain brings up 3rd and 6 at the 39-yard line. Shotgun formation. Quarterback Malachi Rennie calls the signals, takes the snap, looking to pass. It is complete, and it looks to be just enough for the first down. Uten on the catch for Bourbon County. Pickup of 7 yards. They'll call it 6 yards, just enough to get that first down at the 45. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you, Carl. That was a close spot there. I thought he clearly had that first down, but they moved it back about a foot and a half shorter than – we're right on that line, but referee's a little closer than we were. So the receiver did a really nice job of knowing where the first down marker was, and so it was a really nice offensive play there by Bourbon.
1st and 10 at the 45 for the Colonels. They're in the dark uniforms. They are the home team, Fleming County in the white, as you look at it. 3 receivers out to the right side. Snap to the quarterback, Rennie, and the pass complete. That's Uten on the catch. Uten breaks into the clear. He's going down the sideline. Finally forced out of bounds. Inside the 10, close to the 5-yard line. And that nice reception by Jake Uten, and he did the rest going down that sideline. Speed.
Oh, yes. The cornerback for Fleming read that the whole way and really came in there to make and stop that right in its tracks. But a good block on him, and that just turned Luton free there to scamper down the sidelines.
Marked out of bounds and tackled at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal at the 5 for Bourbon County. Going against the Fleming County defense. First serious scoring threat of the night. No score early on here in the ball game. Malachi Rennie takes the snap. He's going to keep it. He bowls forward, but he is stopped. Yes, he was brought down at the 3, so a gain of 2. It's 2nd and goal.
Mikey Dermott made a really good lick right there, Carl. He's had 70 tackles on the year going into this game, so he's one of the leaders of that defense.
Yes, he is. 2nd and goal from the 3. We've got whistle and maybe a flag. Encroachment offsides on the defense. That should make it half the distance to the goal line and still be 2nd down and goal.
So the ball will sit just inside the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Rennie takes the snap, but is stopped short. Tried to bull his way in. Some nice team tackling by Fleming County.
Yeah, they looked like the old Wildcat play that you've seen Kentucky running through the years, and just took the ball and ran off tackle. They were nice job by that defense.
Now there's a fumble. Loose ball on the field. They took the snap to the quarterback as he came into the tight formation. Loose ball. Let's see who recovered. It looks like maybe the quarterback, Malachi Rennie, fell on it himself.
Carl, I think he tried to take a step before he actually got that ball in his hands, and fortunately for him in Bourbon County, he was able to fall on it.
All right, now it's 4th and goal after they had 1st and goal from the 5, 4th and goal from the 1. Flag down, but Rennie keeps it himself and is stopped. See what the flag is. Motion or false start on Bourbon County puts him back to the 6. So now it's 4th and goal from the 6 after they were knocking on the door. And this is a stout effort here by the Fleming County Panther defense.
You know, we talked about their willingness or their hopes of winning this game and what their mindset was, but they have certainly come in here, this defensive line, ready to extend their season.
Rennie is not going to make it. Fleming County with a stop. In on the play for Fleming County, Garrett Hamilton among others on the tackle. And the ball goes over on down, so how about that? They had a play that gained roughly 50 yards from scrimmage down to the 5, had 1st and goal at the 5, and a couple of penalties hurt him, and Bourbon County fails to score.
Reminds you of that Kentucky game recently where we got the overtime, 1st and goal from the 3, and then that defense just loaded up, and Fleming County stiffened the necks there and really made a nice goal line stand.
All right, it'll be 1st and 10 now for Fleming County. I got screened out on the play, but let's see what happened. Looked like they gained some yardage up the middle.
Really good surge from that offensive line. Just a handoff right off the right guard. And, as I said, a good surge from that offensive line. Came off the ball low and hard and gained, 7 yards?
Gets him out of the shadows of the goalposts at the 8-yard line. To be 2nd down and about 4. Call it 2nd and 4 from the 8. And the quarterback, Jet Martin, takes the snap. And Martin keeping it himself on this one. Let's see, he has gained a little more yardage out to close to the 11, so it's going to be
about
3rd and very short.
About a yard short.
Ball here, it's across the 10 for a gain of 2. No fans, that brings up a 3rd down and 2 from the 10-yard line.
Third and 2. Calling it more like 2. And how about that effort by Branson Hawkins, who plays both wide receiver and can run the ball, and he fought furiously there and looks like he got what he needed for the 1st down, Bill.
Yeah, they'd had a little what we used to call cross-buck action back there, a little misdirection, and brought it back over this left side of the line, and good run by him. He only weighs 160 pounds there, so a nice hard run by that young man.
So Fleming County with the 1st down. Ball at the 14-yard line in their own territory. We're scoreless thus far. Coming to you live from Bourbon County High School in Paris, Kentucky. Jet Martin. The time looked like he handed off to Everidge, Blake Everidge, the H-back.
Actually,
out to the 17.
Yeah, actually just a little short pitch there off the right tackle. Lead fullback led up in there, lead block, and nice play. Nice little gain.
So here they are, second down. Going to call it the better part of 7 yards. For the first down, they need to cross the 25. 2:05 to go in the first quarter, no score. Fleming County in white, Bourbon County in the dark uniforms. Looks like a loose ball on the snap. I believe the quarterback, Jet Martin, was able to recover, so Fleming County will keep it. However, they lost a yard. Brings it back to the 16. Actually, they lost more than... Yep, they lost 3rd and 8. They did lose a yard.
That's one fumbled snap for each quarterback so far.
Come to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 8 at the 16. That time getting the ball for Fleming County, Evan Conley. But he is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss, and it'll bring up a punting situation.
Yeah, they lined up in the pistol that time and gave it to the man in motion and tried to get him on the corner, but that play just wasn't going anywhere. The Bourbon County defense was set and just turned it in. And nice job on that left side of the defensive line for Bourbon County.
Well, 21 Carter Smith will punt for Fleming County, and 21 Fred Carson is deep for Bourbon County to receive, as it is 4th down from their 10-yard line. So he'll punt from the shadows of the goal line, or maybe in the end zone. There's a flag down on the play. Offsides on Bourbon County. Well, that's a little bit of help for the punter.
It always makes you a little nervous when you're the punter and you're just one step back from the back of the end zone there. It's nice to get a little breathing room.
And makes the long snapper a little nervous, too, because he's got to deliver a perfect snap. If you snap it over his head, it's a safety. So they do progress out close to the 14-yard line. 4th and long, 4th and about 12. That's the end of the first quarter. Fast-moving first quarter, no score. The host Bourbon County Colonels and the visiting Fleming County Panthers. We'll take a break and be back on Glycod.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Well, the Fleming County Panthers are about to punt to the Bourbon County Colonels to open the second quarter, but the teams are going all the way down from one end of the field to the other as we get going. It's scoreless thus far. And any surprises thus far for you, Bill?
Not having seen either one of these teams play, but just looking at statistics, yes, I would say so. Fleming County has definitely held their own. They've been physical on both sides of the ball. The offense and defensive lines, I've been impressed with both of their lines. And, I was concerned about how optimistic they were about winning this game, and it looks like they've come to play.
They've got some beef on their lines, and I think Bourbon County has the edge in speed, but, good old physical football in a tough game can go a long way. So now they get the 4th down, 4th and long, 4th and about 12, and they're coming at you from the snap will be from the 12-yard line. The punter will take the snap at the goal line and then kick it away. And the punter is Carter Smith. Deep to receive. Fred Carson, he picks it up. He's on the run. He's breaking a couple of tackles, and now he's finally brought down. inside of Fleming County territory. So it'll be pretty good field position.
Yeah, nice run back there. He was just one player away there from turning the corner on that. And I'm not sure who that was on defense there, but I think it was Blake Everidge. But just grabbed a hold of that jersey and held on and kept him from turning that corner and turning it into a big play.
So it's 1st and 10, Bourbon County in the dark uniforms in the Fleming County territory at the 47-yard line. Colonel's back on the offense. Quarterback Malachi Rennie calls signals. Ball is carried by Jacob Ezel. Looks like he's got enough for a first down yardage. Forced down at the 36-yard line. 11-yard gain, 1st and 10 for Bourbon County at the Fleming County 36.
You know, Fleming County really played that well on defense. They had position. I noticed the guys kept their outside arms free, but one of them, I had a good angle. It looked like he might have got held a little bit, but no flag. So really nice run.
Fleming County most of the time goes with a 4-4-3 defense. Now the quarterback, Malachi Rennie on the keeper. He's down the sideline and looks like he's forced out of bounds. Not before a big gain. Going from the 36. And he's knocked down at the 17-yard line. 19 yards unofficially on the pickup. 1st and 10 for Bourbon County at the 17-yard line of Fleming County. No score. Early second quarter. Bourbon County looking to the sidelines as the plays come in from the coaching staff.
I can see how Malachi has gained so many yards running this year. They run a little belly action there, and it's tough on a linebacker when you think he's handing the ball off and then he pulls it, and, of course, he's got some good wheels.
Malachi Rennie rolling to the right, tucks the ball in. He's going to run some more, cuts back, breaks a tackle, and it looks like he's going to have another first down, Bill.
Yeah, Fleming did a poor job that time on containment. They had a heavier lineman there looking to do the contain job, and he was just not going to be able to stay up there with Malachi, and a nice run by that young man.
Evan Conley, a cornerback, came up to finally make the stop, but now it's the second time in the ball game that Bourbon County's had the ball. 1st and goal to go. This time they're from the 6. The last time was in the 5-yard line vicinity. Bourbon County knocking on the door. Fleming County trying to stop them, which they did. Great goal line stand earlier in the ball game.
Before 1st and goal, we have a timeout called by Bourbon County.
Bourbon County calls timeout to talk it over. Their first timeout, they'll have 2 left in this first half. Fleming County hasn't taken any so far.
Yeah, a lot of miscommunication there that time, I think, Carl. They did not get their get set where they wanted to, and they just had to call timeout.
We'll take a break on Glycod. We'll be back. The score, 0-0. Bourbon County hosting Fleming County. Back on Glycod in a moment.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Carl Nathy along with former coach Bill Powell as we bring you high school football here in Central Kentucky, the 3A playoff game in the KHSAA. Bourbon County hosting Fleming County. Bourbon County with the football. 1st and goal at the 6. They called a timeout to talk it over. Let's see what they come up with. Their quarterback is the excellent Malachi Rennie, a senior. Accounted for about 2,000 yards of offense, running and passing this year. He's calling the signals in the shotgun formation. And now, out of the timeout, they get a delay of game called against Bourbon County. And that, if there's one thing they haven't been doing too well, it's keeping the game clean, and by clean I mean not having penalties. They hurt themselves with 2 penalties before when they had a first and goal, and now they hurt themselves right here. Now it's first and goal from the 11, Bill.
Yeah, it's a bad look to come out of a timeout and then have a delay of game, but we've seen that before and on higher levels.
All right, signals are being called. Man in motion. Handoff up the middle for the Bourbon County offense is Bryson Carr, number 4.
On the carry.
See where they're going to mark the ball.
Gain of 3, second and goal from the 8.
Gain of 3, so they're going to call it second and goal from the 8-yard line.
It was a nice job. You know, he was hit there just on a 1-yard gain, but they didn't wrap him up, and he spun and turned it into a nice little gain there. Just got to wrap up a little better.
All right, let's see what the Colonels do here on second and goal from the 8. Again, motion. Handoff, touchdown, Bourbon County. Bryson Carr, number 4, goes 8 yards for the score, and Bourbon County's up 6-0.
Yeah, really nice trap play right there. They brought the left guard, left tackle across, and they set that up very nicely. The defensive end going out to stop a little containment there, and they just kicked him out, and he ran up inside. Really nice play call, nice execution there by Bourbon County.
Now the extra point, Silas McKinney, the freshman. It is good. And the score, Bourbon County 7 and Fleming County nothing, as we're just into the second quarter here on Glycod on the 8-yard touchdown run by Bryson Carr of Bourbon County. And it looks like they're not going to have any kind of timeout. They're going to come back out and have the kickoff. But again, the play, basically, they scored an 8-yard touchdown. It was really only a 6-yard drive. It was first and goal to the 6. They got a penalty back to the 11. Then made a 3-yard gain, and then Bryson Carr with the 8-yard touchdown run early second quarter. And we want to tell you on the replay that it is brought to you by one of our fine sponsors. And get that for you in just a moment. Another look that you saw on the touchdown replay, that was brought to you by Tim Short Auto Plaza. Touchdown replay, Tim Short Auto Group. Thanks them for sponsoring Glycod football here in Central Kentucky.
You know, Carl, one of the really nice things about watching high school sports is you don't have all of these timeouts. You don't have the guy running out there in the red jacket with his sign saying 3.5 minutes. They just put the ball on the tee and just take off and keep going at it.
Couldn't agree with you more. The kickoff of a short one. That was McKinney that made the kick.
The kick returned by Branson Hawkins.
Hawkins on the return for Fleming County, and it'll put them in business. Their side of the field, the ball will be marked between the 32 and 33. Let's call it the 33-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Fleming County Colonels. Snap to the quarterback, the handoff, nothing doing. Not fooling that Bourbon County defense.
No, they did not. As a matter of fact, the snap was a little high and did not fool them at all. And then what happened here, penetration by the Bourbon County defense, and a couple of guys stood him up, and then one guy just plowed him over right there. So really nice job by that defense.
Well, as a former assistant coach for many years at Middlesboro, and you played the game at Middlesboro in high school, a runner-up state champion 1975, I tell you what, gang tackling's always better, right? More than one guy around the ball.
They do a lot better job. That's a good point, Carlos.
All right, second down coming up. On the carry, Branson Hawkins.
Little misdirection there, made a nice play. Got to the corner a little bit, and so
gains back some of the lost yardage on first down, so they've got it out to the 35, third and 8 for Fleming County in the white uniforms. Their quarterback, Jet Martin. Caleb McIntyre, their fullback, who carries a lot of the load for them offensively. Back to pass, Martin. Nice throw, nice catch. And let's see.
He's got the first down.
All right, that Evan Conley, number 11, made the catch, and it is going to be a first down. They needed 8 yards. They gained 9. First and 10, Fleming County at their 44-yard line.
Again, a really nice job of knowing where those first down markers are.
Keeper this time by sophomore quarterback Jet Martin. Crosses the 45 to about the 47-yard line. They're going to call it a gain of 4. So the ball at the 48-yard line. 2nd and 6. Fleming County on their own 48. Now, Bourbon County on defense generally would go with a 4-2-5, but their coach, Tyquan Rice, was quite adamant that they were going to try and change things up quite a bit, do different defensive formations tonight. Handoff to Hawkins. And the big guy, number 74, Junior Martin, made the tackle for a loss of 2 yards. The ball at the 46. Now it's 3rd and 8.
Yeah, they ran some more misdirection there, but there was penetration on at least 3 points on that defensive line. And Brian Martin, a big 5'11", 333 pounds, Carl, 333-pound junior.
And his nickname, and he likes to be called Junior. Some junior, 300-plus pounds. All right, 3rd and 8 at the 46. Fleming County calling the signals. Jet Martin. He's got the time to throw. He's throwing deep. Down the sideline. Ball is out of bounds, incomplete. It was intercepted by Bourbon County, but out of bounds. Won't count. So it'll be 4th down now, 4th and 8 at the 46.
You know, the receiver had the defensive back beat, and if the throw had been on target, they could have been up for a big play there, possibly a score.
So now that looks like they're going to have to punt the ball away. And Carson will be back to receive along with Ezel. And punting for Fleming County will be Carter Smith. High but short kick, going to bound into Bourbon County territory, takes a hop. Slight Bourbon County bounce, it's going to go dead at the 36, but not the kind of punt that you really want. A net of about 20 yards on that punt. No big return, but good field position for the Bourbon County Colonels. 1st and 10 at the 36.
I'm sure they would have liked to have gotten a lot deeper punt on that. Bourbon County, good field position here right after scoring. And, again, Fleming County really wants to work hard here and get a stop on this possession and not let this game get away from them.
7-0 if you're just joining us. Bourbon County on top of Fleming County. First round of the KHSAA playoffs, 3A, here at Bourbon County. Bourbon County in the dark uniforms, Fleming County in white. Bourbon County, Malachi Rennie throws in the flat to Fred Carson. Carson breaks a tackle. He's down the sideline. He could go all the way, and he will. Unofficially 64 yards on the play. 64 yards for Fred Carson on the pass from the quarterback, Malachi Rennie. Let's see the replay on the touchdown, and it is brought to you by the Tim Short Auto Group.
They had a little quick screen right here, Carl. You can see it's a freshman up there. They picked on him a little bit, 145-pound freshman. He just broke that tackle and then scooted down the sidelines there. And tough play on that for that freshman to make that play in open field, but they could have stopped him for no gain or even a yard or two loss had he tackled him.
I think officially they're calling it a 63-yard touchdown. And the point after is good. That'll make it 14-0 in favor of the Bourbon County Colonels here in the second quarter. Take a break on Glycod and be back. Bourbon County 14, Fleming County nothing.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
All right, so Bourbon County, after a scoreless first quarter, is making some hay here in the second quarter as they're at home now leading 14-0. They're about to kick off. Bryson Carr with the first one on an 8-yard touchdown run, and now Fred Carson, 63 yards. He caught the pass in the flat from Malachi Rennie, the quarterback, and did the rest down the sideline. So 14-0 Bourbon County. Here's a kickoff. Fielded by Fleming County. There's a flag down on the play. We'll sort it out for you.
The kickoff fielded by Conley.
Looks like it could be holding on Fleming County.
Evan Conley was the return man that got trapped deep at about the 21-yard line. We'll see exactly where they spot the ball. It was a call against Fleming County.
He had a tough time getting a handle on the ball, and then, of course, by the time he actually got a grasp on it, they'd gotten by the blockers, and so he was looking up at 8 defenders coming down on him, and that didn't really give him any opportunity at all.
Well, half the distance to the goal line. Looks to me, from our vantage point, they're going to put it at the 12-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 there for Fleming County. Pass play. Breaking for some good yardage. And that, in fact, is Evan Conley that made the run. The tackle finally by Bourbon County out of bounds, but not before a long gain from the 12 into Bourbon County territory at the 37. That's 38 yards up, 13 down, 51 yards. Here's the play.
Little bubble screen out there. Got some blockers from the line, and just a really nice execution on that play. Got it the ball to him out in space.
Now quarterback, the sophomore, Jet Martin, tiptoes, then explodes, and gets more good yardage from the 37. See where they mark it. The tackle by King Lee, and the ball at the 12-yard line. So a 25-yard pickup, 1st and 10 for Fleming County, the Bourbon County 12.
Really nice athletic play there, Carl. You can see why Jet Martin has run for nearly 700 yards this season. He ran a little belly action up in there, and, you know, that does a great job of freezing your linebackers, who are typically your best tacklers on the team, and then he just pulls it out, and with his athleticism, was able to make a nice run of it.
Well, it's something that both these quarterbacks come into the game. Jet Martin slightly over 2,000 yards combined passing and running, and I think Malachi Rennie for Bourbon County was just under 2,000, but the way he's going tonight, he'll probably be over 2,000 by the end of the game. So it's not that often you see that kind of balance from a quarterback. Of course, more of it is the passing, but the running ability of both these quarterbacks tonight keeps the defense honest. You can't cheat up too much. You got to respect the quarterback's ability.
It makes it so tough on a defense. You know, you want to lock down on your defenders, and then if you do some man-to-man, your back's to the quarterback, and you got a guy that can run. He eludes some early defenders, and before you get turned around, he's picked up some good yardage. But this quarterback for Fleming County is just a sophomore, 6'1", 160 sophomore. So he's going to have 2 more years after this. And you look at it, man, he's got a good frame.
We're coming out of the timeout now. 1st and 10, Fleming County, the Bourbon County 12. Back to pass. Martin throws, and the catch is made, but he's downed immediately.
The pass is complete to number 5, Everidge, and the tackle is made.
Everidge made the catch, Blake Everidge, and the tackle by Mitchell.
I'm not sure that was his primary receiver that he wanted to go to that time. He was a safety valve. He came across the middle and set up, but the linebacker there just read it all the way.
Loss of 1. The ball is at the 13. They technically can make a first down at the 2, so it's 2nd and 11 for Fleming County. Man in motion. Oh, snap. Not quite handled right by Martin. He's under pressure, and he is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage, but that is not on the quarterback. That is on the high snap. He had all he could do to get control of it, and he got slammed to the ground by that Fleming County defense.
Well, to Jet Martin's credit, he's had about 5 high snaps that I've noticed so far, and he's been able to garner the other ones, but that one was just a little higher, and he couldn't stay with it, and he had no chance on that play.
Well, it was 2nd and 11 at the 13-yard line. Now the loss of 11. It is 3rd and 22 at the 24. So you can make a first down, but you got to get all the way to the 2-yard line. Let's see. This is a big possession for Fleming County as they try to get back in the ball game, trailing 14-0. Now, penalty marker down. Offsides on the defense, so that'll be 5 yards against Bourbon County. Bourbon County, if they've been guilty of anything tonight, is some not smart football, more penalties than usual.
Yeah, they'll certainly need to clean that up if they want to go further through past this game and then go further through the playoffs. It looks like it was maybe a hard count because you had about 3 guys jump off sides that time, and as a coach, you never want your defensive lineman to jump off side because they have the ball in sight, and shouldn't be focused on the count.
3rd and 17 at the 19. Martin steps up. He's still behind the line of scrimmage. He wanted to pass it, but he better get rid of the ball. No, he fumbles it. Loose ball, squirting around, picked up by Bourbon County. And on the return, there's penalty markers down as there's a little extracurricular activity. Fred Carson came up with the ball, made the run back. It was a fumble. It ran loose on the ground for a while, and Carson picked it up, cut over to the sideline, and ran for daylight and got into Bourbon County territory. But as they came out, here you're going to see the replay.
Yeah, several things happened there. First of all, he should have just tucked that ball away. He had no chance, and he had it hanging out there, and the guys knocked it away.
Here's Carson.
Then they come up with a play, and one guy kept him from going. But what happened, as you can see here, he's clearly out of bounds, and then he slams him to the ground. And, of course, the referees were all over that. And
it looked like there was a little extracurricular activity right by the sports medicine tent in front of us. We couldn't see exactly what happened, but both teams came up kind of pushing and shoving a little bit. Referees are talking it over. There's going to be at least one penalty on the play, but we'll sort it out and not try to speculate. The ball, instead of being 3rd and 17 at the 19 for Fleming County in Bourbon County territory, it now looks like it's going to be Bourbon County ball inside the Fleming County 45. It looks to be about at the 41-yard line. Officials are talking. There could be some unsportsmanlike conduct after the play, but let's see. Here's the head official. Personal foul
offsetting
on each team, offsetting. There was an unsportsmanlike on Fleming County. I'm not exactly sure who committed that foul, but you only get one of those in a game anymore, right? And then you're unsportsmanlike, get the second one, you're out of the game. So they'll have to watch it.
I saw Coach Rice had his team huddled up, and I'm sure, what I would have done, I would think any experienced coach would do in that instance is, hey, look, guys, we not only want to win this game, but we need you next week. Let's play control. Let's cut out the stupid mistakes. Let's don't get in any squabbles here and get anybody thrown out, and so that you'll be able to play next week.
That's right. And this 15-yard penalty is going to be tacked on. The ball, as the unsportsmanlike plays canceled each other out, or the personal fouls, but the unsportsmanlike 15 yards. And let's see exactly where they're going to mark it. All right, they'll say 1st and 10, Bourbon County at the 33.
I think what happened there, too, on that play, he did slam him down when he's out of bounds. Just frustration. You're down the drive, and then you you're making one mistake after another, then you fumble the ball, and the guy takes off, and it's just frustration.
Well, Bourbon County back on offense. 1st and 10 at the Fleming County 33. Malachi Rennie caught behind the line of scrimmage this time. He couldn't find an open receiver. Oh, no, we're going to have some more extracurricular activity and perhaps a little bit of an acting job.
You know,
but big number 74 going hard to the turf, Junior Martin.
I think that guy was coached by Mike Krzyzewski. I've seen that flop many times from Duke basketball. And, it would have taken a lot harder lick to knock that guy flat on his back than he did, but he certainly sold it.
He sold it to the tune of
15 yards.
15 yards. And now as they mark it, it would have been a loss to the 36, loss of about 3 on the play, but instead they get 15 yards. And it's 1st and 10 for the Bourbon County Colonels at the 21 of the Fleming County Panthers.
Bourbon would really like to get this in and get a little cushion before halftime. And, of course, Fleming County, just the opposite. They've really got to make a stop here.
They really do, and they had golden opportunity to cut it to 14-7, but they couldn't punch it in, and they lost the ball. That's Rennie on the quarterback draw. Gets a couple of yards, gang tackling, and another flag as one of the guys for Bourbon County sprawls to the ground. I don't want to comment too much, but there seems to be a little bit of drama going on that there might have been a penalty here, but let's see. A little bit of extra drama. Watch the end of the play. Off to the side of the action, away from the tackle. That's going to be half the distance to the goal line.
You know, Carl, I saw a little shove there, but, I mean, again, they're just really playing that up.
Well, it's going to be just inside the 10. It is 1st and goal for Bourbon County here against Fleming County. 14-0 lead for the Colonels over the Panthers, and the Colonels threatening to score more. Whistle right now from the official.
Official's timeout before the first down play.
Could be for an injured player, but we'll see. Everybody up looks to be all right. No training staff on the field. Little powwow by the officials.
I looked at that play again, Carl, and he didn't really hit him. The kid just slung him. And, of course, that's a 15-yard penalty.
In this case, it was half the distance. And, by the way, I do want to make sure that we give credit to these hard-working high school officials because they really give up a lot of time and a lot of family life. And they love doing this, but it's not the easiest job in the world being a high school football official. But we thank them for being out there so these kids can play a real football game. All right, 1st and goal. Guess they adjusted the game clock, so now we're okay. Ready to resume the action. 1st and goal inside the 10. Malachi Rennie calls the signals. Handoff. And carrying the ball, Bryson Carr down deep into near the goal line. It'll be a 2nd and goal play. Looks like he picked up about 8 yards. Bryson Carr carrying.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Really nice job there on a little trap block on the inside and just a little bit of arm tackling on Fleming County. And
now we got a flag down on the ensuing play. And now another flag away from the play. Let's see. False start on Bourbon County, and now sideline warning against Bourbon County. At least I believe that was a sideline warning indication. But the 5 yards will come from the false start penalty, pushing it back to the 6-yard line. So the first one with the sideline warning doesn't make any difference, but you get a second one, then it's going to be a penalty, right?
I think that's correct.
Bill Powell My colleague alongside, we've got producer Scott Moore. And Devin, our cameraman, bringing you the action here. Carl Nathy from Bourbon County. Handoff, touchdown, Bourbon County. Jacob Ezel carries it 6 yards in for the touchdown for Bourbon County. They're up 20-0. And now let's take a look at the replay brought to you by the Tim Short Auto Group. There's our Tim Short Auto Plaza touchdown replay. He just walked it in. That was a pretty easy one, wasn't it, Bill?
Oh, really not. You know, it was a weird backfield formation. You had the quarterback under center there, then two backs split behind him 3 yards apart, and then another guy 4 yards behind them. And I'm not sure what you would classify that backfield formation, but it certainly paid off for him.
How's the freshman kicker, McKinney, for his third extra point attempt of the game? The kick is up, and the kick is good. So Jacob Ezel for Bourbon County with a 6-yard touchdown run. 21-0 now, Bourbon County after the extra point by McKinney. It's time to take a break. Bourbon County 21, Fleming County nothing. Back with more here on Glycod.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Bluegrass Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt. Affordable, flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
And we're back to the live action. After the touchdown by Fleming County, they lead at 21-0. Jacob Ezel carried 6 yards for that score. After a scoreless first quarter, the Colonels have had 3 touchdowns here as McKinney cooks off for the Colonels. Conley fields it for Fleming County. Trying to cut to daylight. He does. He's across the 30, across the 40. Got a couple men to beat. He's forced out of bounds inside Bourbon County territory. Fielded that roughly at about the 20-yard line and gets all the way into Bourbon County territory. See where they mark it officially.
Looks like the
49-yard line. So roughly a 31-yard kickoff return.
Carl, I've got to comment on this. I have never seen this in high school football. After the touchdown, each time, the Bourbon County kickoff team is lined up ready to go less than 20. I timed it that time, less than 20 seconds. And they've got their whole kickoff team ready to go. It's pretty wild, actually.
Sign of a disciplined team. Fleming County 1st and 10 now at the Bourbon County 49. Only 48 seconds left here in the first half. And the handoff that time to Fleming County. I believe that was Conley on the carry. The pickup to the 42, pickup of 7. Let's see. Oh, I was the quarterback, Jet Martin. All right, keeper got 7 yards.
Yeah, he did a nice job of faking up inside there, and just again a little belly action and play off of that. And he's a good runner, so they're going to want to keep the ball in his hands one way or another, either throwing or running, I think, to get an opportunity to score here before halftime.
The good news for Fleming County, Jet Martin is only a sophomore.
Yes.
So going to be around for a while.
You know,
after that 7-yard pickup, they'll come back from this timeout with a 2nd and 3, and they only have 43 seconds left on the clock. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, I was going to say 6'1", 160, but he's got a good-looking frame. I mean, he could put some pounds on and really be a good-sized quarterback in a couple of years.
Shotgun snap now for Fleming County on 2nd and 3 at the Bourbon County 42. The pass complete. That'll be a first down.
Pass complete to Everidge.
Everidge on the catch. The H-back Blake Everidge. for Fleming County. From the 42 to the 36, the pickup of 6. 1st and 10 at that point for Fleming County. And he was out of bounds to stop the clock with 40 seconds left. March back up to the line of scrimmage. Jet Martin, the quarterback. Most of the night behind him has been Caleb McIntyre. Steps up in the pocket, now being rushed, rolling right. He's going to keep it and run. And he's got another first down, Jet Martin.
On the carry.
He had to get, he got more than he needed. He got 11 yards on the play.
Gain of 11.
So 1st and 10 and another first down, and that play only used 9 seconds.
Yeah, he was looking to throw the ball, but the pocket broke down. He didn't have a receiver open, and, of course, he just relied on those good legs of his, and said he's a very athletic quarterback.
All right, Fleming County, this is critical to them. 31 seconds, and they trail by 21. They need to get on the board with something here if they're going to get back in the ball game. Here's the pass in the flat. It was to Conley. In and out of his hands. He's hit after the play, but it was in the context of that he dropped the ball, or a really tough catch, I should say, for the young man.
Yeah.
So it is a 2nd down and 10, the ball at the 25. And now it's 27 seconds. On the timeout situation, it looks like one apiece. No, two. Two for Fleming County and 1 for Bourbon County.
Well, that was just an old-fashioned screen right there. They just let those guys through a little too quick, but one of the linebackers was not fooled. He stayed home, and he just really had a chance.
2nd and 10 at the 25. Jet Martin, quarterback, keeping it. He is a hard-nosed player. He's forced out of bounds. Pick up the number there for Fleming County. That was number 3. That was Jet Martin carrying, picking up the number for Bourbon County, and the tackle was number 3. Gain of 5 on the play. And that was Juju Gregory making the stop for Bourbon County. Gain of 5. Ball at the 20. 3rd and 5 for Fleming County as they try to get on the board here in the first half. 20 seconds on the play clock. He got out of bounds, so that stopped it. Here it is, the play. Back to pass. He's throwing to the end zone. Receiver goes down. The ball's going to be intercepted. Intercepted by Bourbon County. Looked like the intended receiver was Everidge. Got a penalty marker down in the middle of the field away from the play. But the interception.
Martin's pass is intercepted by Chris Porter. Flag down after the play.
On the interception, Chris Porter for Bourbon County. A flag away from the play. Big number 74. Junior Martin went down on the ground for Bourbon County.
Personal foul on Bourbon County.
Yeah, they're going to call that play every time.
That's going to be going against Bourbon County apparently.
Yeah, he hit the guy he was blocking. There was no play on him, and I didn't see if it was a blindside or not. But you just can't do that.
Okay.
He's 40 yards away from the play.
Interception. When it's all said and done, it's going to be Bourbon County ball just outside their own 5-yard line. 1st and 10. And hardly any time left on the clock in this first half, 11 seconds. So we look for them to probably just take a knee and get into halftime with a 21-point lead. But I've been fooled before. Got a whistle. He took the knee, and that'll do it. Okay. That is the end of the first half. The score, Bourbon County 21, Fleming County nothing. We'll take a break on Glycod. Be back to recap the first half action for you. You're watching Central Kentucky High School football live on Glycod.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
New recruit? Take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Tired of secondhand smoke and vape clouds invading your space? Now's the time to make your voice heard. If you're 18 or older and live in Bourbon County, visit poll.bourboncohd.org and fill out an indoor air quality survey. Or call this local number to request a paper copy. In addition, you can enter separately to win one of 3 $100 Amazon gift cards. Help us reach our goal of 1,000 responses. Submit yours today. A message from the Bourbon County Health Department. Grow healthy, stay healthy.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
With Fast Signs, see the visual possibility in your business. See it in lights and flags, on a van, in metal, on the floor, in color. With signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything. So make your statement. With your masterful team of visual marketing experts, anything is possible. Fast Signs. Make your statement.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Man O' War Harley-Davidson, your 100% Kentucky-owned and operated Harley-Davidson motorcycle dealership at 2073 Bryant Road in Lexington.
Carl Nathy alongside Bill Powell here live on Glycod with Bourbon County High School, where the Colonels have taken a 21-0 lead over the Fleming County Panthers. But it hasn't been easy. It was 0-0 after that first quarter, as Fleming County's defense really came up with a good goal line stand and some other good defense to turn Bourbon County away. But then the second quarter, it was all Bourbon County.
Yeah, I think we saw some real physicality from that Fleming County team that I didn't know that they had. Again, we commented on earlier both sides of the line, the offensive and defensive line. They got surges up front and some good, nice physical stops on the defensive line. But I think in the end, the speed of Bourbon County has been a trouble for Fleming County.
That's what I was going to say. The physicality, Fleming County seems to be able to match up and give it out as good as they, dish it out as good as they take it. But on that speed is tough. If you've got speed and somebody can run faster than anybody in your team, which they have a couple of guys in Bourbon County that look like they are just real speedsters.
Yeah.
They got some scampers.
Yeah, they got some guys in space that can run, and anytime you can do that, then you can really put some points on the board.
Well, in that second quarter, as we said, the touchdowns came for the Bourbon County Colonels, and The first one, we just want to just quickly recap for you, but Bryson Carr had an 8-yard touchdown run early in the second quarter. Fred Carson then caught a pass from his quarterback, Malachi Rennie. It was really a pass out in the flat.
Should have been tackled for little or no gain.
Broke that one tackle, then went to the sideline, and 63 yards later, it was a touchdown. That made it 14-0 after the extra point by McKinney. And then Jacob Ezel, shortly before, less than a minute left in the first half, he did a 6-yard touchdown run for Bourbon County. So what was a nip-and-tuck game, and it looked like quite a competitive ball game until early in the second quarter. Now Bourbon County has it. If you're the coach, Bill Spencer, for Fleming County in the locker room, what are you telling your team? Because they've got to feel like, hey, we played toe-to-toe with these guys for one quarter. We let it slip away in that second quarter a little bit.
Yeah, one of the things I'm going to tell them is to really let's get control of our emotions here. They got some 15-yard penalties there that they shouldn't have gotten, and things got out a little bit out of hand. It's frustration, and just say, look, we're as physical as they are. Let's get out there. Let's cut out these mistakes. Let's see if we can get them to turn the ball over a couple times. We come back, we hold them, we get a score on the board, and next thing you know, it's a ball game. It's this is could be our last game of the year. Let's go out and let's make sure that we're competing, and let's play with some pride, and let's play 4 quarters.
As you just alluded to, Bill Powell, our expert analyst, this could be this. Now you're in the playoffs. You play off, you win, you continue on. If you lose, season's over. That's what happened to Carroll County last night against Russell. Russell won 48-0. That game played on Thursday night. Russell will host the winner of tonight's game between Bourbon County and Fleming County. Right now, Bourbon County with the upper hand and looking very impressive as they took a little time to find their stride, but now they seem to be rocking and rolling, so to speak, with that 21-0 lead. We're going to take a break on Glycod and be back for more activities here at Bourbon County as the Bourbon County Colonels lead the Fleming County Panthers 21-0 at halftime. More in just a moment on Glycod.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
Leaves and other dirt and grime are no match against the experts at Suntime Pools, your BioGuard dealer. Weekly service, computerized water testing, or just need advice. Our reputation has made us the company of choice for all your pool needs. Visit us today for a full line of BioGuard swimming pool products. Suntime Pools.
Hey, who turned out the lights? Hello?
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
We're here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
Proudly based in Jessamine County, R.J. Corman Railroad Group has been serving North America's railroad industry since 1973. Find out more by visiting rjcorman.com. For high-quality railroad service, it's R.J. Corman.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Cartown Kia in Nicholasville. Movement that inspires. And by Carpenter's Local 1650. Build your winning career today.
Carl Nathy back here with Bill Powell. At halftime, we're going to take a look at some of the stats with Bill in just a moment. You see that tonight's scoreboard, the ticker is running, and it's presented by Fast Signs. Fast Signs make a statement. Now we'll look at the first half. The biggest play of the game in terms of yardage, after they had a touchdown by Bryson Carr of 8 yards, Fred Carson, watch this, he'll catch the pass from Malachi Rennie. This is about 5 minutes into the second quarter. Breaks the tackle right there, and then Bill cuts down to the sideline, and that's it. 50 yards, and he's lengthening his lead. He had a 2-yard lead. Now it's like a horse going out down the stretch and strengthening out to about 10 lengths.
Yeah, and again, the sad part for Fleming County was that they had a tackler right on him, hit him right there in the line of scrimmage. Of course, a young freshman, and I think Carson there, and a little older, a little stronger, and broke that tackle, and that was the difference.
And then, of course, our touchdown replays tonight being brought to you by Tim Short Auto Group. And we thank them, as well as all of our sponsors, for sponsoring high school football here on Glycod. And the scoring summary that we looked at with Bryson Carr's touchdown of 8 yards, Fred Carson, the 63-yard pass play from Malachi Rennie, and then Jacob Ezel going 6 yards. All those touchdowns in the second quarter. And the scoring summary is presented by Carpenter's Local 1650. Build your winning career today. Visit carpenters.com for more information. And something we want to tell you, if you own a business and would like to find out more about corporate partnerships on Glycod and our free-to-watch high school athletics platform, please drop us a note at info@glycod.com. That's info@glycod.com. And so we get ready for the second half. But before we do, I think you've got some stats that we're going to look at with Bill Powell.
Yeah, and these stats are courtesy of the radio crew from Fleming County. I think that was Ted and Mike, their former coach, and so I appreciate that. But looking at Fleming County stats, they had 18 runs for 33 yards, but it's misleading because they had a lot of tackles for loss. And because Rennie actually had some really nice runs in there. They threw the ball 8 times for 75 yards. Most of those were really nice plays where they threw the ball. Needed 9 yards for first down, they threw it for 9 yards. They needed 10 yards for first down, they threw it 11 yards. A really nice job in the passing part of that.
Chet Martin on the quarterback, yep.
Yes, and then, this is Fleming County's right here. And then they got 108 total yards on in the first half there. And then, let's see here, if I can take it over to Bourbon County's. There we go. Well, I'm sorry about that. Just 1 second here.
Well, the wonders of technology, but
here we go.
All right, I think we got something for you.
I've got a compass on there. How do you do that? Okay, here. I'm sorry. Here we go. So on Bourbon County, they had 15 running plays for 76 yards, passing for 120. So they had 196 total offense on that first half there. And quarterback stats, 3 carries for 120 yards there. So
he had a touchdown pass that I did not give him.
Okay. Malachi did. Okay.
Yeah, he had a touchdown pass. That's 64-yarder.
That's right. That's correct. We got,
all right. Well, we
got a correction there from our stat man there, and we appreciate them very much on that.
Thank you.
And so, yeah, Bourbon County owning the stats, but the stats are not. It's not overwhelming in favor of Bourbon County. And, we don't have the stats for penalties. I can't imagine what both of those would be for each team.
Well, I think you made a very good point when he had a timeout, called the team over, talking about Coach Tyquan Rice, because they had some silly penalties, Bourbon County, and they settled down, and then it was Fleming County that kind of lost their cool a little bit later on in that second quarter. But a coach needs to, as you were saying, and you're a former coach. And by the way, while we have a moment before our next break, I'm sitting next to a man who was on the 1975 state runner-up for Middlesboro as a football player.
Most of our listeners weren't born then, but go ahead.
Well, and then went on to coach at Middlesboro, was an assistant coach on the football team, was the head baseball coach for 27 years, Bill Powell. And then your son, tell us about that. In 1998, Middlesboro got the state title, right?
Yeah, my son was a leading rusher on that team. And
his first name?
Scott.
Scott Powell.
And,
okay.
Just a really proud moment for the entire family. He really worked hard, and that whole team was just an incredible team, a great group of young men. I had most of those guys on my baseball team, and we went to the Final Four with that group of athletes. So just a great group of young men.
Well, Bill Powell is our expert analyst tonight. We're going to take a break on Glycod with the score at halftime. Bourbon County 21, Fleming County nothing. Back in a moment.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
Donating plasma is an easy way to earn up to $600 a month as a new donor while saving lives. That's right. Every donation you make helps patients in need survive and thrive. Returning donors also see monthly bonus payouts and iGive rewards points. Go to cslplasma.com to learn more about plasma donation. CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
We're big fans here in Kentucky of great savings at Cartown Kia.
Score 1.9% financing on select new Kia models like 2026 Kia Sportage. Or win with 0% on 2025 Kia Sorento and Sportage.
Our team is here for your team at Cartown Kia.
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Carl Nathy back with you alongside Bill Powell, our expert analyst, as Bourbon County has taken a 21-0 lead at halftime over Fleming County. We'll look forward to the second half. 2 12-minute quarters left to go. The first 24 minutes, well, no score in the first 12 minutes in that first quarter, much to many analysts' surprise, because Bourbon County came in averaging 36 points a game, giving up only 13, but Fleming County averaging 34 points scoring on their season. Unfortunately, their defense not doing as well, comparatively speaking, but they were 6-4 coming in. Fleming County, again, has to take advantage of every opportunity they get in the second half.
Yeah, I think that's any time that you're facing a team that is week in and week out a better team. I think you have to really take advantages of every opportunity you get, force some turnovers, and then when you do get some turnovers, try to get a score out of it. And you got to cut down on your penalties. You can't have silly mistakes that give easy first downs. And you really just have to play a more flawless game if you're the lesser talented team. And not quite seen that from Fleming, but they've obviously got some talent. They're physical. They've got some kids that are playing hard. I think we've seen a little frustration on their part because I think they've really expected to have an opportunity to win this game, and they still do. It's just a 3-score game. So,
well, Fleming County, they received the opening kickoff. They have to kick off in that second half. As we get back to the action, Fleming County in the white uniforms, Bourbon County in the dark uniforms. Carl Nathy alongside Bill Powell, and here's the kickoff. Goes out of bounds, and a penalty marker will come out. The Fleming County kicker, that ball out of bounds inside the 40-yard line, but out of bounds. It's going to come out First and 10 at the 38.
Wow, that's
good field position.
Not a good start for Fleming County in this second half.
Carter Smith handles all the kicking duties for Fleming County. Kickoff duties for Bourbon County, handled by a freshman, Silas McKinney. But first and 10, Bourbon County, as we move to third quarter action. And their quarterback, senior, Malachi Rennie, number 9. Takes the snap. Back to pass, the throw. He's got a receiver. It is complete. And a nice catch made on the play. On the reception for Bourbon County, that's Jacob Ezel. And he goes from his own 38 down to the 42. That's a gain of 20 yards in the play. First and 10, Bourbon County at the 42 of Fleming County. Another pass play coming up. Let's see if he got it. The Fleming County people are saying no catch, but let's see. No, it's ruled incomplete.
You know, that last pass on the first play there was we used to call that a gut pass. You take the back out of the backfield, and it's really tough to pick up for those linebackers, and he just split the seams down the middle, and a nice pass there by Malachi.
All right, so we'll bring up second and 10, the 42, Bourbon County and Fleming County territory. Oh, snap not handled by Malachi Rennie, but Rennie is running, scrambling. Look at this. He's going to gain yardage on a broken play. The tackle made by Fleming County in the person of Paxton Jones, but not before about a 3-yard gain off the broken play.
I think we watched that again. Rennie was moving before he actually caught the ball. And that just happens sometimes. He was just a little too eager to make the play, but fortunately he had enough speed to elude those
Looks
early
like there
defenders.
was a flag down. Going to march off. Must have been a holding. 10-yard penalty from the spot. Must have been a hold. Ball back to the 49. So, let's see. Second down and about 17 from the 49 for Bourbon County. Got a great view of the game here, except the quarters are a little bit tight up in the press box. But we love to be here. All right. Second and 17 for Bourbon County at the Fleming County 49. There's the pass down to the right sideline. Intended receiver was Quentin Rice. Over his head out of bounds. He was double covered. Conley was back there for Fleming County. Now it's 3rd and 17 for Bourbon County at the 49.
A little play-action pass there. Didn't really fool the defensive backs there. As you mentioned, they had 2 guys on him, and he tried to thread the needle. And wasn't a bad pass, just a couple of yards over his head out of bounds, but nice look.
That 4-4-3 defense employed by Fleming County. Rennie backs pass. They set up the screen, and it's complete. Look at this. Jacob Ezel getting inside the 20-yard line all the way to about the 11-yard line before he's brought down. Flag down on the play. Let's see what that is. Ineligible receiver, I think that is. On Bourbon County, so that play's going to come back. I tell you, they set it up very nicely, Bill.
They really did. You know, as a defensive lineman, that's where experience comes in. You know, the guy just throws a chicken wing at you and lets you run by him, and you got 4 guys racing in, and at some point, a more experienced defensive line would have said, whoa, 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 it's I shouldn't be getting through this easily. But
Ezel, meantime, even though it's coming back on the penalty, he did break about 3 tackles on his way to what would have been a 38-yard gain, but instead it's a 5-yard penalty back to the 46. And so now we have a 22 yards for the first down. 3rd and 22 for Bourbon County. Pass out here in the flat to Carson. Makes the catch. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Conley on the tackle.
I'm going to guess they're going to go for it here, Carl.
Well, we talked with the coaches, and I think anything more than 35-yard field goal or so is probably out of the kicker's ranges in this respective ball clubs. So they're either going to punt it or go for it. Let's see. Maybe they want to go play field position here, I guess.
Yeah, it looks like they thought about it. On second thought, they thought, you know what, let's don't get
4th and 10 at the 42, Bourbon County and Fleming County territory. On the return, it should be Evan Conley or perhaps Branson Hawkins. Fielded by Conley, breaks a tackle, gets across the 15, stops short of the 20-yard line.
Conley's got some good speed. He almost got the corner on that. One tackler kept him from getting there. Could have been a really nice gain. Anytime you have a line drive kick like that, you have an opportunity to have a good return before your defense spreads the field on you, but nice job on that.
Ball marked 1st and 10. Fleming County on their 19-yard line as they get the ball here with their quarterback, Jet Martin. Caleb McIntyre behind him. Pass in the flat. It's complete. That catch by Blake Everidge.
That was nearly a pick six there, Carl. If you watch this again, he pops up, and the cornerback read it and stepped right in front and just missed it. You see that? Oh, right over his head.
Well, the net result of the play is a 5-yard gain, 2nd and 5 at the 24 for Fleming County. 8:30 to go in the third quarter. Bourbon County leads Fleming County 21-0. Handoff. Ball carrier that time was Caleb McIntyre. He's had a couple of really big games this year for Fleming County, but he's been kind of quiet tonight. But a nice run there. Gets the first down. Picks up yardage out to the 33-yard line.
A little quick hitter right there. And that sometimes catch your defensive line, I wouldn't say sleeping, but if you just hit that hole hard right off the bat, it's a good opportunity for someone like him to pick up some good yardage.
A 9-yard pickup, 1st and 10. Fleming County Panthers at their 33, trailing 21-0 here in the third quarter. Jet Martin, oh boys, he hauled down and in a hurry by Junior Martin. Junior Martin, officially listed at 5'11" and 339 pounds. A loss of 1, 2nd and 11 at the 32.
That's a play they had a lot of success with earlier in the first half, but just too much penetration on that play for them to make any good gains out of it.
This is a pivotal drive because they can't waste a possession in the second half. Trailing by 3 scores, 21-0. Fleming County trying to mount the comeback, keep their season alive. They came in 6-4. Bourbon County 8-1 on the season. Bill Spencer, the coach of Fleming County. Taekwon Rice in his first year after 4 years at Paris, here at Bourbon County, the head coach. Pass in the flat is incomplete. Intended for Hawkins, but a little high for him to catch. It's going to bring up 3rd and 11 from the 32.
That defensive end got his hands up there, made the quarterback throw the ball a little high, and just made it such that play never got off the ground.
Bourbon County, generally a 4-man front, and oftentimes 2 linebackers and then 5 deep, but they've been changing things up a bit from possession to possession to try to throw off this Fleming County offense. Pass by Martin. Oh, just barely incomplete. Conley had his hand on it. Looked like the coverage on the play
That was really a nice pass.
By Ezel.
Would have been a good catch by Ezel there, but
Ezel on the coverage. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Would have been nice catch by the receiver there. It did hit him in the hands, but wasn't an easy play, but a nice throw.
Going to bring up 4th down and 11 from the 32 for Fleming County. And I believe they're going to be forced to punt. That'd be Carter Smith to punt the ball for Fleming County. And deep to return, Jacob Ezel and Fred Carson. On the hop, it's going to be Ezel fielding it at the 23. He circles to his right, stays on his feet across the 25, the 30, the 35, still inbound, still on his feet, breaking tackles. He won't go down. Finally, inside the 45-yard line of Fleming County. My goodness, what a run back that was from his 23. And it looked like the tackle that Conley was in on the play. We'll try and get it for you. Here he is. He fields it at the 23, circles back about 3 or 4 yards, goes wide to the right, then down the sideline. Looks trapped there, eludes the tackle. And finally, the primary tackler for Fleming County, credited to Paxton Jones. Bill, there's not much you can do. Now what do they do? Call a penalty?
Yeah, apparently it must have been holding on that. I've not seen the sign for it, but I think he broke 6 tackles as I looked at that replay.
It was a marvelous run back. Well, that's nullified. It would have been about a 32, 34-yard return. Goes back to the 32-yard line of Bourbon County, 1st and 10 for them. So nullified by the penalty. Here's the handoff. Jacob Ezel. He's cornered. Hayden Williams first to hit him for Fleming County. Also coming in on the play, Caleb McIntyre.
Not a bad play call there, except the guy just ran 63 yards and broke 6 tackles. I might have given the ball to somebody else on the next play. Just let him catch his breath for a play. But
yeah, well, these guys are young men. They're in good shape. Ball advanced out to the 36. Going to call it 2nd and 6 at the 36 for the Fleming County, or I should say the Bourbon County Colonels, going against the Fleming County Panthers in the white uniforms. Bourbon County quarterback Rennie passes in the flat. The catch was made. Yeah, Juju Gregory made the reception. 5'10", 160-pounder for Bourbon County. Gets into the 47-yard line of Fleming County, 1st and 10.
You know, Carl, you just can't afford to give guys with that kind of speed that much cushion.
So, Bourbon County on the march in Fleming County territory at the 47. Shotgun formation. Rennie rolls left, looking downfield, complete. Catch made by Jake Uten. And Uten brought down at the 36-yard line. That's 11-yard gain and a first down.
Really a nice play there for the quarterback, rolling to his left and then throwing as a right-hander. But did a nice job getting his body turned, which is something you have to do if you're being asked to do that. Fortunately, it wasn't a long pass. He made a good, accurate throw. So
1st and 10 at the 36.
Nice execution there.
Yep. 1st and 10 at the 36 of Fleming County. Bourbon County with the ball, 5:02 to go. Third quarter. Bourbon County 21, Fleming County nothing. Rennie with a couple of good fakes and good moves. Now is going to be stopped finally by Fleming County's Sam Washington. Whoa, he's not going to be stopped. I thought Sam Washington had him stopped. The play was not whistled dead. And Mr. Play-by-Play announcer got fooled on that play.
You thought for a moment there was going to be a forward motion call, but he never was completely stopped, and he just great effort there. You know, I'm wondering, too, on this. If
here's the replay at the 36, 1st and 10. Now watch 14. Sam Washington seems to have him right here. But no, he doesn't go down. He kind of steps over his own man, keeps on moving those legs. And that touchdown replay is courtesy of Tim Short Auto Plaza. Tim Short Auto Group. And now here is the extra point by McKinney, his 4 for 4 on the night. The freshman for Bourbon County, Silas McKinney. And the score here in the third quarter, 28-0 in favor of Bourbon County over the Fleming County Panthers.
Tired of secondhand smoke and vape clouds invading your space? Now's the time to make your voice heard. If you're 18 or older and live in Bourbon County, visit poll.bourboncohd.org and fill out an indoor air quality survey. Or call this local number to request a paper copy. In addition, you can enter separately to win one of 3 $100 Amazon gift cards. Help us reach our goal of 1,000 responses. Submit yours today. A message from the Bourbon County Health Department. Grow healthy, stay healthy.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Here's truly Carl Nathy back here at Bourbon County along with Bill Powell. The short kickoff by Bourbon County goes out of bounds. And it's going to be at the 40-yard line. That's where it went out of bounds.
You know, Carl, I don't know what kind of soccer programs they have at these schools, but I think I would find somebody that could kick it down inside the 10.
It seems to be they just want to make sure with this point at 28-0, they're not going to take any chances with a long return. So they're just, but they do get the 5-yard penalty for it going out of bounds. So it's 1st and 10, Fleming County. Panthers have it at the 45, and I'm with you.
That's a pretty good return right there to the 45. That's automatic.
I was telling you, a legendary coach in New York State, where I grew up, Pete Kerchak, who played football at the University of Kentucky in the late 30s, and he never kicked it deep. But he had it on the side with a squib and rolled it down to about the 20-25, and it's hard to handle. Now here's a nice defensive play by Bourbon County.
Now we just really didn't get anything from the offensive line there. It was like a sieve. You had 3 guys that just came straight through the play. The running back never really had a chance on that.
Biggest play made by Bourbon County linebacker. All right, second down. Pass was intended for Everidge, and he comes up limping. In fact, he was limping halfway through that pass pattern.
Yeah, I thought he pulled up his pattern a little short there. I thought he gave up on the pattern, but
maybe he's got a cramp. He's limping off.
He's limping all the way to the other side of the field, isn't he?
He'll get some attention on the sidelines. It goes as an incomplete pass and brings up third down from the 42. So 3rd and 13 for the Fleming County Panthers as they go against the Bourbon County Colonels. Again, Fleming County came in with a 6-4 regular season record. Bourbon County at 8-1. Bourbon County or Fleming County, the winner of this game, will take on Russell next weekend in the second round of the playoffs. Some movement in the defensive line, but they get settled. Back to pass, Jet Martin looking downfield. He throws. It's incomplete. The coverage was by Carson. The intended receiver was Evan Conley. It was incomplete just inside Bourbon County territory. So it is going to bring up a 4th down. 4th and 13 at the 42. Fleming County not taking advantage so far of the good field position that they got after that short kickoff that rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, he didn't really have any receivers open and just tried to force it in there a little bit and just wasn't going to happen.
Back in punt formation, Carter Smith. Ezell is deep. It's going to bounce. He's going to let it go. And it's going to roll out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. Looks like the 17-yard line. So that is a 41-yard punt from scrimmage with no return. So that's pretty good in high school football.
Yes, it is. Take that every time.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bourbon County Colonels on their 17. We're down to 3:42 to go in the third quarter. If you're just tuning in here on Glycod, Carl Nathy alongside Bill Powell. Bourbon County, after a scoreless first quarter, exploded for 3 touchdowns in the second quarter, has added one more here in the third, and they lead it 28-0, and they have the ball. Bourbon County in the dark uniforms, Fleming County in white. Quarterback who's gone all the way thus far for Bourbon County, Malachi Rennie, their fine senior, accounted for now 2,000 yards of offense running and passing this year, total yards by himself. Here's the handoff. Bryson Carr to the outside. And Carr first met by Fleming County's Garrett Hamilton, and then Mikey Derman finished him off. Nice pickup on the play, though.
Looks like you're starting to see a little fatigue from the Fleming County defense, I think. And part of that is the fact that they see the season slipping away maybe, and you get a little just maybe lose that intensity that you had earlier in the game. And, of course, Bourbon County speed plays a role in that too.
So a gain of 8, 2nd and 2 for Bourbon County on their 25. They're taking their time on the play clock. Want to use that clock now to their advantage with a 28-0 lead. The snap. Handoff. Trying to sweep left. That is Bryson Carr. He runs out of bounds, being chased down by the Fleming County defense. That will stop the clock momentarily with 2:41. Bill?
Yeah, really nice job on the defense there. Evan Conley, he saw that play right away, and he just kept his outside arm free for contain, and just did not let him turn that corner on him. So really nice job by that young man.
So now we got 3rd down. Ball is at the 20-yard line. 3rd and about 7 for Bourbon County. Malachi Rennie, it's the play in from the sideline. Calls the signals and takes the snap. Deep downfield, Carson had his man beat by a step. Coverage by Hayden Williams, the ball slightly overthrown. The intended receiver, the speedster Fred Carson, who already has a 63-yard touchdown reception tonight. So it'll bring up a 4th down for the homestanding Bourbon County Colonels, 4th and 7 at their 20. And imagine this will be a punt. And doing the punting, of course, for Bourbon County.
I thought he pulled up a little on that pattern, but now I see him on the sidelines getting help from the trainers. Apparently he's either cramping, probably, but I thought he pulled up on that pattern. Had he kept going, I think the throw was there.
As if he doesn't do enough for his team, Malachi Rennie is also the punter, I meant to mention. Now a timeout is called.
You know, it's always nice for a high school team if your punter is also your quarterback, because it leaves a lot of things in play.
Indeed it does. You know, the thing is, we're going to take a break here on Glycod at this timeout. 28-0, Bourbon County leading Fleming County in the third quarter. Back in just a moment on Glycod.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football on Glycod.
Here's the punt coming from Malachi Rennie of Bourbon County on 4th and 7 at the 20-yard line for the Bourbon County Colonels here late third quarter. They lead 28-0 over Fleming County. Here's the kick. Low and a bouncer. I think that was intentional. It's fielded by Conley. On the return, number 11, showing some speed. Cuts it back. He's inside the 40-yard line. Nice return by Evan Conley for Fleming County. I thought that punt was short and bouncing, intended to maybe go out of bounds and not give up a big run back, but it did just the opposite.
Well, you know, Conley, obviously they had a return left set up on that and wanted to get a wall on that left side. Even though the punt came all the way over here to the right side, typically you teach your kids just to go ahead and run it upfield because you're probably not going to be able to make it to your wall. But nevertheless, Conley showed some speed as he's done on several returns earlier tonight and turned the corner and turned it into a real nice return.
To the 31, Fleming County 1st and 10 at the Bourbon County 31. Quarterback Jet Martin on the keeper. Brought down on the play. And on the tackle for Bourbon County, Tanner Lutz.
I think early on, Bourbon was really biting on that play action when they bellied the back up into the line there and bit on that and then allowed the quarterback there to Martin to run. But that time, now they've got him staying home because he's the guy that's going to be the game breaker. And I think they understand that.
Virtually no gain on that play, so it's 2nd and 10. Fleming County at the Bourbon County Colonel 31-yard line. 1:38 and a counting clock. Screen pass might have actually been a lateral. Was thrown back. On the catch with Branson Hawkins. Gets credit for a completed pass with his quarterback Jet Martin, but it's going to be a net loss on the play back to the 40-yard line. So a loss of basically 9 yards. 3rd and 19 now. Fleming County at the 40.
You know, when you run that little bubble screen, it's really got to be quicker than that. When they did the play action up inside, it really just it did not allow them time to get that off. The defense adjusted, and they couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. That play's got to be run quicker.
It's almost a must-gain first down here. I think they're in 4-down territory at this point, Bill, with the third and long here with the ball at the 40, trailing 28-0. Back to pass, Jet Martin throwing downfield. He's got an open receiver, Evan Conley. He's at the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown for Fleming County. And again, here's Conley coming up with a cramp. But there is a flag down on the play. Looks like it's going to be roughing the passer and probably will be declined as the play was completed. So Fleming County is on the board. Quarterback Jet Martin to Evan Conley on a 40-yard touchdown play with 34 seconds to go here in the third quarter. 28-6 is the score. And let's take a look at the replay, which is, of course, brought to you by Tim Short Auto Group.
You know, he stays in the pocket, plants, makes a nice throw there. Then, of course, Everett with a catch and a nice running job as he's done all night. I tell you, I really like that Jet Martin. I think he's got a bright future.
Only a sophomore.
I know it. He's not only a good passer, he's got poise, and he runs well.
Now there's a whistle and a flag on the play. Evan Conley was the receiver on that touchdown, number 11. But nice play, and he comes up limping a little bit. A cramp.
You know, he had 8 touchdowns on the receptions coming into this game and nearly 700 yards, so he's his primary go-to guy. And, again, he's a junior, so he'll be back. As a matter of fact, their top 4 receivers, or 3 of their top 4 are all juniors, Conley, Everidge, and Hawkins. So this sets him up, you know, for a nice offense and passing attack in 26.
The extra point attempt coming up. Kick attempt by Carter Smith. Fleming County on the board, trailing 28-6, trying to make it 28-7 with 34 seconds to go. In the third quarter, the kick is up. Kick is good. So Fleming County, and it was almost, we said, a must-convert situation. Well, not only they converted for a first down, they got a touchdown on the play. So it's 28-7, still a lot. Tough uphill climb with just 34 seconds left in this third quarter.
Gives them a little hope, though. Little hope.
And always a little more pride, too, when you get on the board.
For sure.
So Fleming County, they guaranteed themselves a winning season no matter what. They were 6-4 in the regular campaign, and now in the playoffs, trying to win their first playoff game in 3 years. They missed the playoffs last year, but they are a perennial playoff team under their head coach, Bill Spencer, who's in his 16th year. Actually went to West Carter as far as a high school player, then played collegiately at Morehead State. Spent 10 years as an assistant at Fleming County, and now is his 16th year as the head coach. So, long time with the program, Bill Spencer.
For sure, I was thinking about that myself, Carl, that he spent since 1999 here, so that's 26 years. But he played high school ball at East Carter, which is who he played 3 weeks ago. And, not exactly a great homecoming for him, I don't think, that game. But
I guess that roughing the passer so that it's enforced on the kickoff.
Yes.
That play that happened on the touchdown play, you still got to get a little bad music if you made the penalty. So 15 yards against Bourbon County. And
ideal time for a squib right here.
Yep. Kickoff from the 45 of Bourbon County. Look for the onside, perhaps. Nope, he's going to kick it deep. Kicks it over the head of the return man, and it bounces into the end zone for the touchback.
I hate to second-guess somebody, but that's just a mistake. You're down 3 scores. You've got the ball kicking on their side of the field. That even if they recover, it's about where they've got their kickoffs on all the other times. Why not squib it, give your team a chance to recover and maybe get another quick score and put some life into this team and give them a shot.
Yep, I hear you. Obviously, he thinks his defense can come up with a stop here because they can ill afford, can Fleming County allow Bourbon County to get a drive going. Now coming into the picture is the quarterback, Malachi Rennie, senior. He's also the punter. And we're ready to go. Right here near the end of the third quarter, 34 seconds on the clock. Delay of game against Bourbon County is the call. Be a 5-yard penalty. So instead of 1st and 10 on the 20 after the touchback, it'll be 1st and 15 at the 15. Now, Bourbon County has a 3-touchdown lead, but you do not want to turn it over now deep in your own territory.
For sure.
Kind of a little misdirection there, and the handoff goes to Branson Hawkins.
Yeah, that's a tough play on linebackers, quarterback action to the left, and you got just a good – I don't know if they trapped on that. Let's see. It would be a good play. You can see that replay there. I just missed it, but probably a little trapping action. Get a defensive lineman coming across the ball too fast and kick him out, and sometimes creates a big hole there, which is what we had.
Got 8 yards on the play. That's the end of the third quarter. We'll come back for the fourth quarter. The score is Bourbon County 28, Fleming County 7. More action coming up on Glycod.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
Need a tow? Martin's Peterbilt Towing Service is here 24/7. Based in London and Pikeville, we will travel to you. Commercial trucks and trailers, no job too big. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
And we are live from Bourbon County High School in Paris, Kentucky. Only a couple miles down the road from Paris High School, but they compete at a different level. This is a 3A first-round playoff game, Class 3A in Kentucky High School Athletic Association playoffs, with Bourbon County leading Fleming County 28-7. The homestanding Colonels got 3 touchdowns in the second quarter to take a 21-0 halftime lead. Each team has scored in the third quarter, makes it 28-7. Bourbon County ahead of Fleming County. And now they switch sides of the field for the fourth quarter. And it's a second down play after the 8-yard gain on 1st and 15. It'll be 2nd and 7 for Fleming County in the dark uniform. 2nd and 7 for Bourbon County in the dark uniforms. Fleming County in the white uniforms on the defensive side right now. Looks like they're in their 4-4-3 alignment basically. Now some motion as they compensate for that defensively. Handoff up the middle. Conley amongst those in on the tackle.
I wouldn't be surprised if they try to keep this on the ground game and see if they can eat up as much clock as possible. But
Bryson Carr was the ball carrier on that play. And the ball is at the 24-yard line. So credit him with a 4-yard gain. 3rd and 6 for Bourbon County. Pass caught. Catch made by Quentin Rice. And the tackle made by Hayden Williams for Bourbon County. For Fleming County, I should say. That's good for a 1st and 10. Gain out to the 38-yard line, 1st and 10. Fleming County, and they'll take their time. Clock is running with 10 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. 28-7, Bourbon County leads Fleming County. Quarterback keeper Malachi Rennie brought down, but not before he got some nice yardage.
As I alluded to earlier, Carl, I think it only stands to reason they're going to want to try to eat up as much of the time as they can on the ground. Of course, they had long yardage on that 3rd down a while ago, and they had to throw. But I think they'll probably try to keep it on the ground and just eat that clock up.
Coming up now, it's 2nd and 4 after the 6-yard gain. Handoff to Jacob Ezel. Ezel still on his feet.
Jacob Ezel for the Colonels.
Primary tackler made by Blake Everidge.
Tackle made at the 45 for a gain of 11.
11-yard pickup, 1st and 10.
One of the things I really like about Ezel is the fact that, he runs much bigger than he is. He hits the hole hard. He weighs 155 pounds, but you would think he's a 180-pound back in there, the way he runs and attacks the hole.
And he has great balance.
Yes, he does.
1st and 10, Bourbon County and the Fleming County 45. The pass in the flat. The catch made. Juju Gregory. And yards after catch, a big stat for Bourbon County tonight. Gregory moves forward, gets all the way to the 30. That's going to be another 1st and 10.
15-yard pass play.
15-yard gain on the play, 1st and 10, Bourbon County. And Fleming County trying to stall them on defense to halt this drive, but so far the momentum for Bourbon County as they lead at 28-7. Fleming County could use a turnover right here. Let's see what they do with their defense. Handoff on the play. Ball carried by, trying to get the,
Mark down at the 19-yard line. That's a gain of 11 and another 1st down goals.
That was Tanner Lutz that carried the ball for Bourbon County. Another 1st and 10, gain of 11. Looks like Lutz again. Tanner Lutz, 5'7", 160 pounds. Paris got a lot of weapons when you talk about guys who can run the ball, who are quick and stay on their feet. He picked up yardage down to the 13. It'll be second. Just about 4 for the first down. Direct snap to Jacob Ezel. Doesn't fool anybody on that one. It's going to be a loss in the play. In on the tackle, Wyatt Hamilton. Big number 74, one of the tacklers for the Fleming County Panthers there. Moves it back to the 16. Sorry, Bill.
No, I was going to say, it's funny on a play like that, you say, well, was that the right play call there? Well, you just didn't get any blocking. I saw what they were trying to do, spread the field. They put trips to the left, and they tried to get him the ball in space, but you still have to block people, and that's why that play didn't work.
Just inside the 7-minute mark here, fourth quarter, Bourbon County 28, Fleming County 7. There's the handoff and into the open. That is Tanner Lutz. Had a big drive here. Combining on the tackle for Fleming County, Caleb McIntyre and Evan Conley.
Bourbon County has about 4 backs, really, that they can count on. But,
that's another first down, first and goal.
Tanner Lutz has had a good night, but when you look at the running backs, he's 4th, I think, in total yards on the season. So they've got a bevy of backs there that they can count on.
Which keeps you fresh.
Yes.
Now we have a player shaken up for Bourbon County coming over the sideline. That's Kareem Davis, just appeared to be limping a little bit. Now the play for Bourbon County. It's Lutz again. And on the tackle, John Hickerson for Fleming County. Gain of 3, ball at the 5. It's second and goal from the 5 for the Bourbon County Colonels. That's Lutz. Touchdown, Bourbon County.
So we were, from our angle here, you could see he could run towards that flag, and he could have gotten in easily, but he wanted to tuck it up inside and lower his head and have a little contact in there.
Here's the look at it from the Tim Short Auto Plaza touchdown replay. There he goes. Yeah, he did. He made it a little harder on himself, but made the touchdown. So Tanner Lutz with the score from 5 yards out. Makes it 34-7. And again, this will be the kicker.
After the play, an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on Bourbon County will be enforced
Oh,
on the kickoff.
unsportsmanlike on Bourbon County at the end of the play will be enforced in the kickoff. Silas McKinney, a freshman kicker. Gavin Thompson started out as the regular kicker, had a back injury early in the season, and Silas McKinney's done well enough that even though Gavin is able to kick, he was kicking in warm-ups, that Silas has gotten the starting job the rest of the year. That was a call on the play here, illegal false start on the offense.
Caller reminds me of an old baseball story there, Wally Pipp story. You remember the Wally Pipp story?
Right.
For our listeners that don't
Wally
know.
Pipp came out and Gehrig went in, right?
Right. Wally Pipp said, Coach, I just don't feel like playing today. He said, well, that's all right. I'll try the new kid. Gehrig, get in there.
And 2,130 games later. What a story. The extra point. And that one didn't get over by much, but he's 5 for 5. The hold was by Gregory, the kick by McKinney. It's 35-7 in favor of Bourbon County over Fleming County. Let's take a break on Glycod.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Well, there's going to be a penalty on the kickoff. So instead of kicking off from the 40-yard line, they should, if the penalty is marked off properly, it should be down to the 25. It should be 15. There's unsportsmanlike conduct. It should be 15 yards. And now they're getting it to the 25. So it goes from the 40 to the 25. After the touchdown play by Bourbon County before the extra point, there was a penalty for unsportsmanlike conduct against Bourbon County. I guess maybe celebration penalty or something. So the 15 yards being assessed against the Colonels on the kickoff. They're kicking off now from their own 25 instead of the 40. Setting the scene, 5:47 to go. Fourth quarter. It looks like Bourbon County will advance over Fleming County, but stranger things have happened in the game of football, so we'll keep it right here with Glycod, and thank you for joining us, Carl Nathy, alongside Bill Powell, and our producer, Scott Moore, Devin Jackson on camera, Steve Bird, our executive producer, and, of course, the head man at Glycod, Chris Labar, who puts all this together. So we're ready for the kickoff. And it will be Silas McKinney. And deep for Fleming County, Branson Hawkins looks like is back there along with Evan Conley. Let's see if they go with a short one or a long one. Well, it's a long squib kick. The bouncer. Oh, and it's touched by the ball.
Wow.
He picked up, scooped up, but he's out of bounds. Let's see what the call is. That was unbelievable. Branson Hawkins tried to field the ball. And I mentioned the late, great Pete Kurachek, played football in Kentucky in the late 1930s, coached in New York State. He's a legend. He was a legend. Lived into his 90s, but that was exactly his kind of kickoff right there.
Well, the receiver there, he thought it was going to go out of bounds, and he kept watching, and then as the defense approached, he thought, I've got to do something here, so a last-ditch effort to grab the ball. He touched it. I'm still not sure who has the ball. Are you?
I am not. There was I don't know if the ball control was established before the out of bounds. There's been some tough calls tonight. Illegal touching of the ball. I believe his feet were out of bounds. Here, let's see. Let's see on the replay. Yeah. His feet are out of bounds. He touches the ball inbounds. So now he's the first. I see. He's out of bounds. He comes back. He's the first guy to touch it, and that's illegal touching. He has to reestablish his position before he can touch the ball. I believe that's the call. But now they're bringing the ball back. This is.
You have to wonder, could the kicking team say, we declined the penalty?
It looks like, I guess.
If you decline the penalty, then, of course, the ball would be out of bounds, so it doesn't really matter. But I was going to say you decline it and you recover the ball. But I guess once he touched it and he was out of bounds, then the ball was down.
But the penalty, let's see, they're kicking off from the 40, so they've gained some advantage there.
On the field is an illegal touching penalty on Fleming County.
Well, anyway, it's going to be a kickoff from the 40.
15-yard penalty will be in
15 yards.
I just don't really understand that. It seems like Bourbon County was penalized for the mistake.
But Fleming County, the ball was either All right, here he is, same guy with a return. Branson Hawkins gaining some yardage before he's forced out of bounds. And the tackle on the play by Robert Williams of Bourbon County on the special teams. So it's going to be, long and the short of it, 35-7 is the lead Bourbon County has over Fleming County. And they're going to say 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
The ball will be placed right at the 25. Fleming County takes over 1st and 10.
Fleming County with 75 yards to go to pay dirt. Not a whole lot of time. They've got to get there 4 times here in the last 5 minutes and 34 seconds. tough call for Fleming
Bourbon
County.
County doesn't have 11 men, I don't believe. 5, 9. Here's another one coming on. Looks like still just got 10 players.
Quarterback Jet Martin, the sophomore, keeps it.
The ball carrier for Fleming County picks up about 2.
Gain of 2, ball marked at the 27-yard line. 2nd and 8 for Fleming County. Panthers came in with 6 wins and 4 losses, back in the playoffs this year under their 16th-year head coach Bill Spencer. Bourbon County, led by first-year head coach Tyquan Rice, with 8 wins, only a 2-point loss to Lloyd Memorial from Erlanger, Kentucky, about 3 weeks ago. Otherwise, they'd be unbeaten. They're looking to advance. Is Bourbon County the next round against the... Russ, there's the quarterback is hit. The ball is loose. The fumble is recovered. The ball was not in motion to come forward. Carson Mitchell falls on it for Bourbon County. Looked like the quarterback, Jet Martin.
Never saw him. I don't think he saw him.
Nope, he came in from the blind side. He did not have the arm going forward. That is a loose ball. It's a fumble and recovered by Carson Mitchell deep in Fleming County territory. There is a Bourbon County player down on the field writhing in pain. We can't pick up the number just yet. The medical staff and training staff out there tending to him. Seems to be in some kind of pain. We'll take a break. We'll check it out when we get back on Glycod. The score, Bourbon County 35 and Fleming County 7.
Tired of secondhand smoke and vape clouds invading your space? Now's the time to make your voice heard. If you're 18 or older and live in Bourbon County, visit poll.bourboncohd.org and fill out an indoor air quality survey. Or call this local number to request a paper copy. In addition, you can enter separately to win one of 3 $100 Amazon gift cards. Help us reach our goal of 1,000 responses. Submit yours today. A message from the Bourbon County Health Department. Grow healthy, stay healthy.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Right before we went to commercial, Lucas Coleman, the defensive lineman, number 75, during the break, he was helped off the field limping. Important player for Bourbon County, so we hope he's not shaken up too bad, because he'll certainly be playing next week for the Colonels if he's able to. He's done a lot on defense for that team this year particularly. And now, getting the ball, Tanner Lutz. Looked like Juju Gregory is in there at quarterback. Some extracurricular activity, perhaps?
Yes. Looks like another flag was thrown, and I can't really tell against who or for what.
The substitute, or I should say second-string quarterback, Juju Gregory, is in. Malachi Rennie directing his team to a total of 5 touchdowns, 35-7 lead. 4:30 to go here, fourth quarter. Bourbon County ahead of Fleming County, and Bourbon County, after the turnover, is threatening.
Personal foul on Fleming County after the play.
Now it's going to be half the distance to the goal line, so the gain was to the 5. It's just inside the 3.
It is second down.
The head official coming in to have a word with one of his cohorts. I believe it should be an automatic first down. Still waiting for them to unravel what's happening here. 35-7, Bourbon County leads, threatening to go up even more over Fleming County.
I'm not sure there was full agreement between the referees, but looks like they're going to settle on leaving the ball on inside the 2-yard line.
Yep. It's between the 2 and the 3. Here we go. Juju Gregory. Handoff, and in on the running back is Noah Warner carrying the ball, his first carry of the evening.
The handoff to number 30, Noah Warner.
Actually, a bit of a loss on the play. Ball is outside the 3 now, loss of perhaps a half a yard.
Third and about 1 from the 3.
And they're calling it a 3rd and 1. Nice fake. Juju Gregory keeps it. Touchdown, Bourbon County. Goes in from 3 yards, does the backup quarterback Juju Gregory. Let's take another look at that touchdown play brought to you by the Tim Short Auto Group. Here it is.
Juju Gregory, just another example of the speed that's on this Bourbon County team. A lot of physicality up front from Fleming County, but at the end of the day, you still got to try to be able to match some people in speed to compete with them. And unfortunately for Fleming County, they just don't quite have that speed to do that.
And Gregory had a nice ball fake to his running back before he took off and kept it. Silas McKinney's 5 for 5 on the extra points. The freshman kicker, 6'1", 150 pounds, number 17 out there. And Gregory will be the holder. Penalty marker down. False start on Bourbon County. So they'll be kicking this one a little deeper. Will McKinney. Gregory will hold it at the 3, so it'll be a 25-yard extra point attempt instead of a 20. It's going to be more like a 25-yard kick. High snap. Kick went through, but
they should decline that.
Had kind of a penalty. Fleming County offsides. Was it before the play was started?
I think so.
All right, so it's going to be. So they would have snapped it originally from that little hash mark that marks the extra point snap. Then they had a 5-yard penalty, pushed it back to the 15. Now they're going to be back to what looks like a standard 20 yards, 10 yards of the field and 10 yards to the goalpost at the end of the end zone. So a 20-yard attempt as Silas McKinney tries to go 6 for 6 on his extra point attempts. And now we have offsides. Looks like encroachment on Fleming County. Unless he was drawn off.
That's Blake Everidge there, the running back, or receiver rather, for Fleming County that keeps trying to get the jump on there. He's just dying to get a block in here in this season.
Another offsides on Fleming County, the ball.
All right.
Is at the 2.
Well, this will probably make it with the snap more like a 19-yard extra point.
I think they're going to run it.
Oh, maybe they are. Just about 2 yards away, and it's like they're going to a shotgun formation. Now another whistle and flag. Illegal substitution, I believe. So now the ball is down inside the 1. It's an extra point attempt. Juju Gregory is going to take a direct snap. Pitch out. Going for the corner. The signal. Touchdown. Or I should say 2-point conversion. Noah Warner gets on the scoreboard there. Nice effort by him. And here we go with the Tim Short Auto Group replay. Just gets inside the pylon. Bill?
Yeah, what was that, five attempts?
To get the playoff, I think, with all the penalties back and forth.
Yes.
But it's a 2-point conversion, so now it's 43 for Bourbon County, 7 for Fleming County, 3:46 to go in the fourth quarter.
Well, I'll say this. Fleming County, even though it's 3 minutes left and they're down quite a bit, they're still going to get their licks in.
Yeah.
Going to fight to the final gun there, and you can always applaud people for that.
You have to say, all in all, considering they – and here's the short kick. And that goes out of bounds inside the 20-yard line, so that'll be a penalty mark for going out of bounds.
The kick by McKinney rolls out of bounds.
So the ball will come out to the 35-yard line.
Ball on the 35. Fleming County begins their drive close to 10.
All right. Fleming County with the football. Trailing 43-7.
Oh.
New quarterback. Snap is high. Loose ball. Picked up by Bourbon County. Touchdown,
Wow.
Bourbon County.
Wow, when it rains,
Robert
it pours.
Williams scoops it up and scores a touchdown. And I'll tell you what, when it rains, it pours. Here is the Tim Short Auto Group touchdown replay. In there was the backup quarterback, Tyler Emmons, a high snap. He can't handle it. Scooped up by number 42, Robert Williams. Goes in for the score. So Robert Williams with the Tim Short Auto Group touchdown replay. I'd like to thank the Tim Short Auto Plaza, Tim Short Auto Group and Auto Plaza for their sponsorship tonight, giving us our touchdown replays. And now the extra point. McKinney's kick is good. He's 6 for 6, and then a 2-point conversion. So now on 7 touchdowns, they have 51 points as they converted a 2-pointer on the last try. So we'll take a break on Glycod late in the ball game now in the fourth quarter. 51-7, Bourbon County over Fleming County.
Tired of secondhand smoke and vape clouds invading your space? Now's the time to make your voice heard. If you're 18 or older and live in Bourbon County, visit poll.bourboncohd.org and fill out an indoor air quality survey. Or call this local number to request a paper copy. In addition, you can enter separately to win one of 3 $100 Amazon gift cards. Help us reach our goal of 1,000 responses. Submit yours today. A message from the Bourbon County Health Department. Grow healthy, stay healthy.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football on Glycod.
We're back from the break, and you see the clock run out. As one thing with the late scores, it went to the running clock. Get more than 35-point differential, it goes to the running clock. And so that's a ball game. Bourbon County with 50 points officially. I said 51 before the break. It's 50 points, Bourbon, 7 for Fleming County, and that's the final. Fleming County season is over. Panthers finished with a record of 6-5, and Bourbon County is now 9-1, and they'll have to go to play at Russell next weekend to continue on the playoffs. This the first round of the playoffs tonight in 3A. Now the players congratulating one another and wishing them well, and a great effort by Fleming County early on in the ball game, but it was just too much Bourbon County speed as they wore them down, and Bourbon County wins 50-7 to advance to the next round of the KHSAA 3A playoffs. Take another break. We'll be back on Glycod.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
Leaves and other dirt and grime are no match against the experts at Suntime Pools, your BioGuard dealer. Weekly service, computerized water testing, or just need advice. Our reputation has made us the company of choice for all your pool needs. Visit us today for a full line of BioGuard swimming pool products. Suntime Pools.
Hey, who turned out the lights? Hello?
Drive with the confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by Cartown Kia, your dealership for unmatched design, performance, and savings at 3120 Lexington Road in Nicholasville. Visit them online at CartownKiaUSA.com.
Back here at Bourbon County, where the Colonels have defeated Fleming County, the visitors. The score, Bourbon County 50, Fleming County 7. We ended up with a running clock, which happens when the point differential gets more than 35 points. And as they did, they ran the last couple of minutes, ran right off the clock. But an entertaining ball game. And Bill Powell, we're going to take another break and come back and get your thoughts and also take a look at some of the outstanding players. There you see Bourbon County in a celebratory mood, and the Bourbon County cheerleaders there as well, as the Colonels will move on to play Russell next weekend. The ticker that you're seeing, Our post-game scoreboard ticker is presented by Fast Signs. Fast Signs, make a statement. More coming up on Glycod.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational, solid career path.
Rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Tired of secondhand smoke and vape clouds invading your space? Now's the time to make your voice heard. If you're 18 or older and live in Bourbon County, visit poll.bourboncohd.org and fill out an indoor air quality survey. Or call this local number to request a paper copy. In addition, you can enter separately to win one of 3 $100 Amazon gift cards. Help us reach our goal of 1,000 responses. Submit yours today. A message from the Bourbon County Health Department. Grow healthy, stay healthy.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
Leaves and other dirt and grime are no match against the experts at Sunshine Pools, your BioGuard dealer. Weekly service, computerized water testing, or just need advice. Our reputation has made us the company of choice for all your pool needs. Visit us today for a full line of BioGuard swimming pool products. Sunshine Pools.
Hey, who turned out the lights? Hello?
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Tonight's scoring summary is brought to you by IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. Before we show you the one play we want to, on behalf of Fleming County, we'll just say this. First quarter, it was scoreless. Nothing. Bourbon County exploded for 21 points and took a 21-0 halftime lead. Each team scored in the third quarter. It was 28-7, and Bourbon County all over it in the second half with the fourth quarter, I should say, with 3 more touchdowns, including a 2-point conversion, 50-7. My partner, Bill Powell, we want to break down, though, for Fleming County. They did have a highlight, and here it was. It was on the 40-yard line of Bourbon County, and their quarterback,
Jet Martin does a nice job, stays in the pocket, throws a strike right there to Evan Conley. Nice catch, threads the needle, and just runs right in. Beautiful play.
And I tell you what, they played with a lot of heart. I think Fleming County, as we talked about a couple of times, physically up front, I think they could handle their own. But they got worn down by that speed of Bourbon County. You get tired of chasing people.
For sure.
All right, we're going to take one more break on Glycod as Bourbon County has advanced to the next round in the 3A playoffs here in the Kentucky High School Athletic Association. Bourbon County 50, Fleming County 7. More, and we'll get our outstanding players as called by Bill Powell, our analyst. We come up in just a moment.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Cartown Kia in Nicholasville, movement that inspires, and by Carpenter's Local 1650. Build your winning career today.
Bourbon County, the home team tonight in the 3A playoffs here in Paris, Kentucky. They defeat Fleming County. The score, the Bourbon County Colonels 50, the Fleming County Panthers 7. And my partner on the broadcast, Bill Powell, now to take a look at the most outstanding player for each team, brought to you by Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment. Bill?
Well, we don't have all the stats in, but I would say that Evan Conley, receiver for
Fleming County.
Fleming County, had 3 receptions for 100 yards, and he had several nice punt and kickoff returns. So
had that touchdown.
Absolutely, on the play of the game there for them. So that was, I think he was the player of the game for them. And then for Bourbon County, I think you look at quarterback Malachi Rennie, threw for 210 yards passing, and then he also had 79 yards running. So
that puts him well over the 2,000 mark of total yards offensively for the season. What a game.
So,
and good things to look forward to. Fleming County, we mentioned Jet Martin, their young quarterback, a sophomore. He'll be back along with a lot of his teammates next year.
Yeah, they shouldn't get too down because they've got a lot to look forward to. Got some good players returning, and I think that they can maybe make a run next year.
All right. Well, thank you. It's been good working with you, Bill.
Absolutely. Thank you, Carl.
And I'll see you at the gym, as they say. He's one of my workout buddies. He works out a lot more than I do, though, or a lot harder. All right. So that's going to wrap it up here at Bourbon County High School. Bourbon County wins it 50-7 over Fleming County. And for our producer, Scott Moore, Devin Jackson on camera, our executive producer, Steve Byers, our game analyst, Bill Powell. I'm Carl Nathy. We handled the play-by-play. And, of course, our thanks to Glycod President Chris Labar for all he does for the Glycod Network. And we will say Bourbon County 50, Fleming County 7. Good night from Bourbon County High School on Glycod.
From Glycod, this has been Central Kentucky High School Football. Tonight's game was brought to you by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. College for your world. Man of War Harley-Davidson. 100% Kentucky owned and operated. IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. New Vista. We see the good ahead. Martin's Peterbilt. Keeping you rolling. Elite Building Products in Nicholasville, where you'll find top quality products for your home. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. Suntime Pools and Spas, good people to know if you have a pool. And by Fast Signs.
Visit Glycod.com and follow us on social media for information about upcoming broadcasts and other high school sports content. Thank you for watching this live sports presentation on Glycod.